There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when Ryan Cohen joined the board. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take his shares and hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Before the news had hit the market, Wall Street bets came up and bought it. With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. No deals were cut, no shorts were squeezed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the artist's creed. He took the risk to hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. For 40 days or even more, the stock went up, then down once more. All gains were lost, it was looking poor, but still those traders did hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The short's not squeezed and the gain's not won. The tendy man makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go.
All right. So, today we have Plot Progressor B and Stuffy, which everyone knows.
Yep.
Is this where I say the N-word?
Yes. Nautica. The Nokia word.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was another one.
What's
Not
what?
selling, not selling, not selling.
Diamond hands, motherfucker.
Oh man, this freaking GameStop thing is just absolutely insane.
I love it.
To me, I just find it just really funny. So,
Okay, CNN is responsible for one of my favorite things, though. When they tried to paint it as anti-Semitic.
It was literally every fucking political compass pretty much came into agreement that fuck this hedge fund, and it's just the fact that it's anti-Semitic purely based off the idea that the hedge fund was rich is absolutely amazing.
No, it was fucking white. They put it as white. They tried to spin it as white nationalists trying to destroy a Jewish hedge fund.
Yeah.
Oh my
But it's 100% because hedge funds destroyed the housing market in 2008, along with the government.
Like, I think people don't understand how much people hate hedge funds. Like, I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say anything nice about the hedge funds that helped cause the collapse.
But guys, that's where your 401k comes from. Very rarely. And here's the thing. That hedge fund is probably fucked because what they were trying to do is they were not just short selling, they were trying to tank the stock to where GameStop would be worth zero. They were trying to zero it out, so which would force GameStop into insolvency. Basically what a bunch of retards on Reddit did to them. They were trying to do to GameStop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it really bad when it's... Oh.
The number of people who would lose their job. Way more people. Like, if you're trying to go off of...
I don't know, I'm just...
Okay,
Look, I heard from a socialist that these jobs were terrible anyways. So good that they lost their jobs so that they can go get new ones. Look,
But
I
that's just,
mean,
but no, you're literally taking jobs out of the market. You're not. There's no more jobs created by just
no, you
removing them.
just go to a new job. This is what
yeah,
Oh
you
my
just
god,
go
it's
to a new
absolute.
job from that co-op you founded by, getting a business license, getting oh shit, depending on what you're trying to do, you might have to buy a new kitchen. Oh wait, you can't open a fucking restaurant right now because most states have it where you can't eat inside. And it's fucking winter.
Look, if you're poor, just buy a house.
Oh no. If you're poor, buy a
That's
Tesla.
it. Look, man, if you lose your job working for GameStop because we short sold it, don't worry, just stop drinking Starbucks coffee and eating avocado toast.
Well, shoot.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I can do that first one.
Like, they don't understand that the fact that the hatred is entirely deserved.
So here's the question I always wonder: is the people who are like the hardcore socialists, who are like, man, we need to get rid of all these businesses that underpay workers and cause them to go out of business. Do they all just secretly just hate their own job, but are also like rich upper class people?
Oh, definitely.
Like
They all,
they're
for
all
some
people like
reason, they
me.
all seem to be very high into the up into the middle class,
So what is
or obscenely broke.
I mean
But their parents were middle class to upper middle class.
I mean, there's the idea that socialists and communists, they don't actually want to help the rich, they just want to screw over the poor. Oh, so they weren't joking about that freaking Oni head. I just missed it. Fuck.
So, because like, if it's one thing, like, you're like me, and you're like, man, my job sure sucks. And if someone asks me, well, how would you make your job suck less? I'm like, well, I would fire a bunch of people because they're bad at their job.
I
But
mean, that's what most people would say if asked how to make their job suck less.
they're probably right too.
Yeah.
No, upheaving the economy is normally never actually the answer.
I mean, what's it called? I don't know if what he was saying, because have you actually read the person, like, why he was doing all this? It was like a 3 paragraph thing on why.
For the GameStop?
Oh,
Yeah.
that one dude who was sitting there like, yeah, these motherfuckers fucked over my dad lost his construction business, lost his house, and started to spiral into alcoholism. So this is for him and fuck you guys.
I heard about there's like some dude that was like, you always got that guy who's like username on Robinhood was like balls deep 69.
I love the fact that like they're having to post these Reddit tier usernames.
and he bought $50,000 worth of GameStop stock, and now he's worth like $50 million.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it's
he
quite
ain't
commendable. Like, this motherfucker, at 90 million, they didn't sell, and it dropped all the way to 70 million. And instead of selling, they screenshot that and posted it and said,
Oh no,
"If
that
I
was
can
a different
hold,
dude.
then
That
you can
guy
hold."
was at 18 million. What he was at like 7 million, down from 18 million. The guy you're talking about?
No, the original person was at 90 million, and then he dropped down to 70 million, and it was him saying, if I can hold, then you can hold. Like, you just lost 20 million right there.
Yeah.
Was absolutely insane. Yeah.
Still one of my favorite tweets. I think it might be one of my favorite tweets ever. But it's definitely one of the top tweet of 2021 so far. We can stay retarded longer than you can stay solvent.
Yes, I know. I love it. I've actually been, what's it called? I love that one as well. I saw it so many times. It's amazing.
Because, like, no love for GameStop because everyone hates GameStop. I'm glad AMC is kind of maybe getting a bailout out of it from this. Like, they may be able to stay solvent because of the everyone buying up AMC stock also.
Yeah, here's the thing with GameStop. It's on one
GameStop
hand,
is a terrible company.
oh, it is. They do have like kind of crappy practices with their workers where it's like
Kinda.
they have very crap practices where their workers where apparently they don't give people as many hours if they don't like sell more of their subscription
Oh, it's
services.
not even that, dude. Like, the subscription services are bad. The push towards used games over new games is understandable, but kind of shit. And as in, they put that on your product performance.
AMC
like
might
on
actually
your
go
performance.
bankrupt. Yeah, they actually might.
Oh yeah. I mean, all right. Like I work at a company where they have performance reviews, and I'm convinced performance reviews are one of the stupidest things ever conceived.
Oh, they are.
So like I have like for where I work, I have like 4-month performance reviews where you're supposed to say you're going to accomplish this in the next 4 months, and then like since I just sit in my office, I can normally get it done. But I know other engineers who they have their thing, and then like the next week, like 6 assembly lines break down, and they're going to be spending the next 4 months fixing these assembly lines and not get any of the stuff they touched done, and then they get a crappy performance reviews. I'm like, this is the stupidest way to measure performance.
And honestly, it's even worse when you consider law enforcement has the same shit.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Like, that to me is the dumbest thing. Because as an engineer, your job is pretty easy to break down into, are you actually doing your job? Law enforcement, their job is to be a deterrent towards crime or to catch criminals. You can't determine how much of a deterrent someone is towards crime. So the only factor you can get concrete evidence of is catching people. And in a low crime area, they're literally incentivized to not catch people.
Who the crap is this? Who just joined?
Taku told me to come. I don't really know what's going on, to be honest.
What's up, the Twink of Wall Street?
Twink of Wall Street. I saw that and I laughed so hard. That was like one of the most amazing fucking names I've heard of, and I just laughed.
I watched Wolf of Wall Street the other day. I was like, wow, this is literally me.
Wolf of
So you're also doing cocaine off of his ass?
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a dream come true.
That's what happens when you invest in GameStop. Listen.
Like, Dimitri over here, they have like 20 billion into GameStop.
Look, man, I was way smarter. I've made tens of cents off of Dogecoin.
Here's the thing. Dimitri single-handedly drove up the stock.
I'm that one guy who posted on Reddit about being down 10 million because he put 90 into it. That's me.
Man, I would have actually, like, even though it's going to be worth more next week, because they still are legally obligated to buy the stock.
Yeah.
That would suck to go. I'm down 10 million today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a rough thing to wake up to.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like Rika.
But it's about sending a message,
It sounds a lot like Rika because he went up like 8 million one day. What's it called?
Yeah, but Rika's heavily invested in Bitcoin.
Yeah, it went up so much that
Yeah.
he gained about 8 million, and then it went down almost the exact amount. And so it's like,
I think
fuck, you just lost 8 million.
Investing in crypto because it is so volatile.
Well, see, that's the thing where, all right, like,
I don't know. I've made a good like almost 100K.
I need to get into investing stuff because I think I'm sitting at least in amounts that's just not safe. I probably got at least 8K that's just not safe to just keep that much in my bank account. I need to put somewhere else.
It's safe in your bank account because that will be insured up to 250,000.
Yeah. But it's more fun to invest. So
it is, but you do want to go in with enough that you want to have enough money that you can afford to lose double.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to put all your money into stocks.
Well, I wasn't talking about putting all my money. I was talking putting a small fraction.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Might as well play with.
Honestly, like none of this is financial advice, but Chainlink, it's being memed into being worth a fuck ton of money.
I know a guy who's made like, I think, $300 in the past week on Dogecoin.
Yeah. Don't actually invest into Dogecoin.
I mean, I wanted to because I knew that it was going to go. Here's the thing.
His entire life savings on Dogecoin.
I wanted to purely based off I knew. No. Here's the thing. I wanted to purely based because I saw Bitcoin was skyrocketing, and whenever Bitcoin skyrockets, Dogecoin, for whatever reason, follows right after. I have no clue why.
Because Dogecoin is a meme currency.
Yeah, it does all the time. It is actually insane. I have no clue why. It just does.
Honestly, if I'm guessing, people try to jump into Bitcoin. They can't afford Bitcoin, so they go, "Oh, there's all these other cryptos." Well, Ethereum is what, $600 a coin now? 800? It's up there. So they go down the list until they hit Dogecoin, which is really cheap. It's like, what if I get in on Dogecoin when it's low? Hoping to get the next Bitcoin and basically get rich quick.
See, my thing with all of it is like, all right, I'm already a programmer. If I'm going to get into something, I should do it like hardcore, get some web scraping thing to where I can like monitor and track it and have some like algorithm that predicts it over the past 10 decades of market trends. 10 decades? What am I retarded?
That's 10
years of market
no longer
trends
has
of
$1.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's a big reason Dogecoin will never, what's it called? Like any coin that just puts way more to an infinite amount is never going to be worth a lot. I mean, that's why Bitcoin is so valuable, because it has a max cap, and there will never be more Bitcoin added to it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, that's one of the reasons. There's a lot of other reasons, but that's one of them.
Well, I mean, I'd have to do my research into Chainlink again, but one of the reasons is it's on the blockchain. It's a finite amount. That's always a big deal. An infinitely divisible finite amount is pretty much what will let it maintain value.
So I don't know. Is there anything left y'all want to say about the shonks?
Fuck hedgies, tendies for life.
Yeah.
I just found it weird. There's that what's it called? There was also the articles that was saying Robinhood was not selling, like the CEO of Robinhood denied selling people's stocks automatically, but at the
Yeah,
exact
that
same
one's way
time.
more complicated than anyone wants to go into.
Oh no, I know it, what it is and whatnot, but they're after that they went and started defending selling people's stocks automatically, and well, the thing is,
That's another thing.
I know. It's like they
Well, that's just journalists being journalists.
not
Like,
even 1
that's-
hour. It was like a 1 hour difference or so between we are not doing that and now let me defend us doing that.
Yeah, it's like no, that one's bullshit. I understand that like the situation is very different from how it normally is, and they were not able to keep the money they are required to have on hand by the SEC and fulfill these trades.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
there's just a lot of stuff. Like, I know, like, some of the basic things about it that I just don't understand why it is. Like, how, like, let's say, for instance, how they do their trading. You know, all their trading, the actual real trade happens over the course of 2 days, but you see it instantly. And that's purely because they have like their back-ended deals with collateral and stuff, and that's why it shuts down when so many people were buying and selling it. Is that they flat out didn't have enough collateral to make the cost, and it's like, why is this the way they do it? I don't know. It just is.
well, the thing is, you don't buy stock when you buy stocks. You don't buy one stock. You buy a lot of 10, 100, 1,000.
Yeah.
And honestly, the way it was selling for like for the first day or two, they probably needed to buy lots of 10 to 20,000.
Yeah. I mean,
But also, like the fucking hedge fund deserves it because they floated 130% of they were short selling 130% of the float. Like they were short selling more than was available, hoping people would offload stock and crash the market.
yeah. I
They
just
got
flat out
outplayed
don't know
by a
how I
bunch
feel
of
about that.
retards with diamond
Like, I don't
hands.
know if I would want it regulated or not or something. I'm probably
Oh,
not.
they're going to regulate it
Probably don't want it
because
to,
the people they want to win lost this time.
Oh yeah, that's funny. All right, so I don't know.
Look, guys, the government just needs to bail out all these hedge funds again because we can't risk them committing suicide. They provide
I do know
too
someone
much
think the
value to
billionaires,
causing the
please?
poor people to stay poor for us to get rid of them.
Look,
If we
you
get rid of
can't
them,
eat the
who's gonna
rich
stay
through
poor?
anarcho-capitalism. You gotta have the government bail them out so you can't eat the rich. I know Boogie has been recently talking about eating the rich, and I gotta agree with him. He
Well, I
definitely
mean, to be
ate a
fair,
lot.
like Boogie talks about eating everything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, been on brand.
I mean, I think he's the only one big enough to eat all of the rich. All right.
Boogie's our trump card.
It's like most people would give up a tenth of the way through all the rich people, but not Boogie.
I mean, you may make fun of Boogie and everything like that, but wait until he's hungry and you hear final boss music.
Well, look, man, so long as Frank Castle is commentating on it, I'm down.
Oh man. I think the last thing, I think my favorite part about all this, I can't decide between my favorite parts. It's either like all of mainstream media, Discord, Reddit, and all of them take the side of them, or not Reddit, take the side of the hedge funds, but and all that. Or there's also let's see, what was the other? There's a few more things. Oh yeah, the fact that all political compass just comes together to say fuck hedge funds, like that's just the most amazingly hilarious thing.
Well, I mean, like anarcho-capitalists realize that hedge funds take advantage of regulations set in place by the government, and anarcho-capitalists hate the government.
Oh yeah.
Anarcho-communists are a fucking oxymoron, so
There's some kind of moron.
They're communists who also hate government.
yeah, that's oxymoronic because in
Market
order for
regulation.
communism to exist.
If you read anarcho-communism, like, it's actually really funny because they talk about classless, stateless hierarchies and whatnot, and stuff like that, but they just get rid of it by name and they implement it something else, but they change the name. It's just absolutely hilarious to see.
Yeah. Look, this is
Hedge
what
funds
happens
influence the
when
government.
people who
I mean,
think
every
they're smart
big business
try to
influences
be
government.
smart.
So, all right, here's a funny thing. My younger brother, he's taking a communications class as a gen ed requirement for college, and like on the first day, one of the things that the teacher was talking about the teacher was apparently making a big point about how there is no such thing as absolute truth. Now, if you ever want to hear, I don't know if I've ever heard an oxymoronic statement as dumb as
God
that.
damn it. Yeah, I was about to say, wait,
So
That-
true.
this is like some newspeak bullshit?
So absolute truth is anytime I speak.
I feel that. I feel that. That's how. Yeah, I feel the same way when I speak.
There is no such thing.
There's
I
no
can
objection.
definitively say, without any certainty or doubt at all, this is
The
an
teacher's a
absolute
Jedi.
proven fact that there is no such thing as absolute truth. All right, guys, got it? Don't think about it.
Did he later go on and argue about the age of consent being lowered?
Oh my god! Oh yeah! Fucking
He-
plot
he was
discovered
leaning
Christ
into
today,
that.
a few days ago.
Yeah, I did. I was literally all right. My friend sent me this compilation of like pretentious Vosh going on pretentious rants, and I just started listening to it. And I was dying laughing in my car. I was punching my steering wheel because I was while driving on the interstate. I'm just like, this can't be real.
And then I sent him a picture of a troll walking behind Vouch.
Like he's like the primo example of like the soy boy memes that you think of. I'm just like,
He's the blueprint. He's like the bread tube phenotype.
Yeah. See, I kind of sit there and it's like a dumber Sargon.
look, I can only listen to this guy talk about how he was the best student, and that he hates when people refer to him as a Republican because he was the best student inside all of his gender queer theory lecture
I mean,
class in college.
He also obviously dislikes the concept of a republic. Like, I would never say he's a Republican. He detests the concepts that make up republics.
All right.
He's also like the level of like oxymoronic when he was talking about overly insensitive people blocking people and making the left look bad. Meanwhile, in his stream, anytime someone calls him a cuck, he blocks them. I've never seen someone have like go on that rant while also doing the exact same thing during the rant. I'm just like, it's like the poster child for like lack of self-awareness.
All forms of government have. Yep.
I'm just waiting until he reveals that he's only pretending to be retarded.
Who, Sargon?
Please.
No, Vouch.
Oh, Vouch. Oh, yeah, Vouch. I thought, for some reason, I thought you were going on a rant about
Vouch
Sargon.
or Vosh?
I don't even know. I think it's Vosh.
No one cares.
I hear it so many different times. But, yeah, what I was trying to say is that, I don't remember. So have y'all been seeing the new anime redo of a healer?
No, but I read the manga.
Yes.
That's good enough. It's terrible.
It's great. What are you talking
The worst
about?
and
It's
best way.
amazing.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
been reading it since 2018. It's a really
It's kind of okay.
inspirational story, I would say.
Yeah.
I will say about chapter 20, you start to feel bad for Flair, and that kind of
I don't know
really
about that.
annoying. Okay, you realize that she's a product of her nurture, not as much nature.
Could say the same about blacks.
God damn
Man,
it,
we're
dude.
listening to the stream, huh? Waiting for that one.
Like,
Is this-
Dimitri's in here
Is this
trying
part
not to
of
get
your
that
absolute
whip.
truth?
I speak nothing but the absolute truth. Oh my god.
Wait,
But yeah, Read has been fun. It's nice to have a thing that basically gatekeeps itself from
Oh, yeah.
being shit over on
Oh
Twitch.
yeah. So the
I have one thing to say though, and this is more a complaint about Verve in general and Crunchyroll. Why the fuck are you going to invest the money for the license and not have them send you the good version?
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
the
gosh.
censorship is so funny. It's just like, just cover the screen. Who cares?
So-
like it's so
Yeah,
fucking
Kirima.
shitty.
So the thing is, I've already told Plot and Stuffy this, and I wanted to tell you this. So did you know episode 2 when it came out and it only had the censor version at the beginning? There
Yeah.
was a controversy that happened that did not happen in the uncensored version. So
What was that?
a good chunk of people thought when he was, raping her and everything,
Yeah.
and then she started screaming like on the top of her lungs, like, "Ow, it hurts! It hurts!"
Yeah.
So
Thought
because
it
the
was
censored, yes, so the censored version completely like covered the entire thing. They thought he stuck the rod up her ass and his dick inside her pussy, and it was just absolutely hilarious.
That's pretty funny. The
It's
gift
like-
that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it was like even the censored
Honestly, though,
version.
that dick slap was great.
Oh yeah,
Oh, dude, I was
yeah.
cracking up. Because that's like,
dude.
dude, it's so funny. Because again, I've said I've been reading this for a while. So like, one of the main reasons I wanted to see the show is like, how are they gonna like censor it and butcher it? But it's so funny that like they ended up like punching up most scenes because they
Yeah.
always end up adding shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just
okay,
funny
you
to throw it
can't
in.
actually have the scenes where he's fucking her. Okay, well, we're gonna put a dick
I do
slap
agree.
in.
I do
Yeah.
agree. Redo of a healer is giga based.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Oh,
It's a great lesson about second chances.
And God, the sound engineering for the bone breaks.
Mm.
You get just enough
Dude.
wet sound to where it's like, oh, there's some fucking flesh there.
Yeah, dude. Like actually, like that kind of thing, like fingers breaking and stuff, like actually, like makes me cringe. Like physically, like I can't handle it.
made me hard.
It almost looked worse though because of the censoring.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, it looks like he cut him off.
Oh yeah.
That is such a good scene though when he just heals his
Yeah.
back.
It's
It's
actually
just the look on her face.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, so close.
I just dislike that. What's it called? He just erases her memory, and then now pretty much made her a domesticated housewife.
That sounds like a pretty good setup to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's it
You
called?
would You're saying though that you want more of the revenge aspect of like she knows what she did and now she's in the situation.
Yeah, somewhat.
Right.
But I'm also saying is like by that point, like all the revenge he did to her before then just pretty much becomes pointless. More of just his own catharsis.
Yeah, no, but I think that's always
Well, I mean, that's the entire point.
Yeah, because it's like most of that stuff didn't even exist in this world to begin with since it's reset. So
Yeah. Well, no, she still did a plenty to him. But yeah, what's it called? Because almost all those things were done by her order.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I just loved it because there was one thing I knew was going to happen before it happened, and I called it. I knew she was going to be able to hold her breath and not scream out, and I knew her fingers were going to get healed up, and she was going to go break them all again.
Episode 2 is such a fun episode.
Yeah. There's just so much good about it.
Again, like it's almost comical at times. Again, the dick slaps, just like
no, it
Yeah.
is. Oh my god,
VA for Kiryu is so good because he
Yep.
hams it up so well.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh man, another thing I love inside there is just how many memes have been posted online that are just absolutely amazing. So one of the memes I love that people are doing is like I saw one, it was saying, "Hello, I am," and they post their @ from Twitter, and they post the meme of the girl like taking off her panties and throwing them.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Oh, man.
I was like females when I talk about Sonic the Hedgehog lore or something. It got like 10K likes. It's one of my biggest tweets now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Redo.
Yeah, I mean, what's it called? There was another one that I found even funnier that was a self-owned, and it said, anytime I mention anime, and it showed her just like use the force, get her panties back, and then put them back on. They put it in reverse.
That's good.
It is absolutely great.
Yeah, I'm having a fun time. Good fetish fuel.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's pure. Finally, some good food.
Honestly, it's weird. This is the first season in a while I'm watching like a fuck ton of anime.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Attack on Titan, this, ReZero, Higurashi, which is ass.
Wait, did ReZero start back up again?
Yeah, the season 2 part 2. Really
I'm
good.
like 2 seasons behind on. No, wait, 1 season.
All of the seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you haven't started it.
No, I started it and then I got bored and like started watching Don Machi.
All right, Stuffy, did you read the most recent Hero Aka chapter? It was
Oh
actually
god damn it. It's so bad now.
No. This
I
chapter
can't
was
read.
actually decent for once because it had nothing to do with the main.
Yeah, I know.
They literally just focused on Hawk's origin, and I'm like, oh, wow, some
Dude, I love the fact that One Piece this week actually pulled a Bobobo.
Wait,
What do you mean?
It's like, why are you immune to lightning? I'm rubber. Why are you immune to my breath attack? Because I'm stupid. Oh.
I love it. Like Bobobo is one of those that it's just
Top tier.
Yes, absolutely amazing, top tier and everything. It's actually really
Man, I
funny
started
because
rewatching Hunter x Hunter.
yeah, it's supposed to be like a parody or a satire of the shonen genre, making fun of it, but you know, a little paying an homage and whatnot to show that it takes itself too seriously at some points, and it's just
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's like
because
a worse Gintama.
and it's just so amazing and does it better than almost all show. It's like they do shonen better than most shonen.
Oh, I mean,
I
it's
love
not hard.
Because I'm a meathead. But yeah. Pulls aggro one more time and I'm not rezzing you. Chad healer. Oh man, I need to see okay, so I have seen Danmachi season 1 back when it came out. I still have not seen season 2 or the spin-off. But I do need to watch those. I keep having them on my
the only way I know to put it is it's completely inoffensive. Like, no one is getting offended at Don Machi, except some fucking
It's just like a
puritan
feel
because-
good show. That kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And I love, like, pulpy fantasy, so
Yeah,
it kind of
no,
works.
I mean, I'm reading through the light novels for Don Machi right now. It's okay.
It's a step up from most of the shit.
There's one thing that it does a lot of times, at least in the light novels, that I hate. It references like modern day inventions to describe attacks, referring to things as like
Yeah.
missiles. And then two, it does like fake out deaths all the time, where it's just like, well, that's what he felt had happened. It's like,
Oh yeah, they did skip over the part where he healed her hymen.
Wait, what?
I forgot about that.
What?
Can you
In
elaborate
the
on that?
manga, after he rapes her the first time, he heals her hymen and does it again.
I love it.
That's based. I like
Yeah,
that.
I love it. I love it. That is absolutely amazing. I mean, that's the
Brave approach.
the chat approach.
Like, they cut out, in that episode, they actually did cut out some of the more fucked up shit.
See, I just expected to wait for like, I was just hoping to see like people freak out on Twitter. Jeff Thu not realize like this.
Oh, that's because he's too busy pimping out his girlfriend's VTuber avatar.
Nah, it's
Oh,
actually
God.
because his grandfather passed away. Like right
Oh
when it
shit,
happened.
I'm actually
Yeah.
sorry for that then.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, what you said is probably still partially true, but yeah, he's going through some stuff.
yeah.
It's like I think he's going through too much to care about
Yeah.
like silly anime.
Probably.
Maybe it'll give him some perspective though. Yeah. Get away from the Twitter drama for a bit. Come back and be like, man, why did
Honestly, I think everyone needs to get off of Twitter.
I mean, I took a month
They
away
go to
from Twitter.
paypig.org.
What? Paypig.
Paypig.org. Fucking Big Masterson's federated system.
I don't know, watching Digi like descend down the
I do need to follow Digi.
watching him fall down this like like reading the
Think of
Kiwi
the right
farms is
words.
apparently a stream. It's like someone annotated what happened. I'm looking at right now. Riley and Digi claim they're not doing coke since it's too expensive, and Digi already spends too much on weed already.
Well, I mean, like, Digi's one of those things where people need to start donating to his Patreon or he'll stop being Digi. Because he'll have to get a real job. And I don't want Digi to get a real job.
I don't know
Because
if he
Digi's
can.
never going to be normal.
I don't know if Digi can.
That's an interesting picture in my mind. Like walking into like fucking
No, I'm
McDonald's.
telling
like
you, what I
Walgreens,
want is
Digi, bro.
anime reviews from the local gas station.
That's actually kind of great, man.
Nah.
You know,
I mean,
you got this like tranny dude wearing a fetish collar sitting there talking about why this new
and when you say that, you mean the
Oh,
the
speaking
car
of
part, right?
Freddy's, how about the fact that God Emperor Biden fixed women's sports?
Interesting choice of words.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
he made the
Now I
sports
can
more
finally
inclusive.
Watch women's sports without the threat of ever seeing a woman.
look, we can now watch a WNBA game and actually see like 3 or 4 dunks a game.
Hey, now we can watch MMA and think that one person might just get a fatal KO.
Oh God! Yeah. Shit, that was nasty when Fallon Fox did that.
Truly, the transgender movement was really just the undoing of feminism.
That is actually.
Well, I mean,
the-
it's probably why Rowling is flipping shit over it
Yeah.
all the time.
I know that's literally what. There literally is a movement complaining about that exact thing. I know a lot of people when they talk about the LGBT, it's actually funny because they say stuff like, "Why did we ever let the tea in?" I just laughed so hard.
Isn't there an entire thing that's like just LGB now or something?
There's actually
Oh, dude, there are so many fucking things like that. There's Drop the
Yeah.
Beat.
Drop the V.
To me, that's one of the dumbest things because that is actually your majority.
I find it funny.
Biracial runs fucking rampant online.
I know. I find it funny.
It's hilarious because it's like, a bisexual dude comes up to another guy, acts like a normal guy, and then goes, "Yeah, but I also suck dick."
Yeah.
And that actually normalizes gay people.
Wow, he's just like
because it's like.
So
okay, they're probably a little taller than you, though, man. Like, let's be honest.
Listen, it's all angle. It's all angles. Okay,
look, Dimitri. Like, they can't just stand and suck.
All right, I'm not that.
I mean, you're in a podcast where everyone else is over 6 feet tall, dude. So you kind of are.
But when are we finally just going to decide that short people get the guillotine?
I mean,
and that's hate speech. I'm gonna report.
But here's the problem: it will obviously miss.
Shoot, he's got me there. This is what happens when we design our guillotines for people who are 6 feet tall.
No, we designed the guillotines for actual men.
Like,
because they are the ones that need it.
I would say just cut off the balls of all the short people, but it's not like they're going to use them anyway. So
they need it to get stomped on.
Have you seen my Sonic tweet? I'm getting so many women.
Oh my God.
I mean, I was going to say I've seen all the women who thirst post.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, Twitter's just a fucking VN. I'm every routing it.
It, like, what's it called? Like, Twitter, the average place for cancer, but that is purely Dimitri's 100% Tinder.
Yeah. Listen, if there's not a chance a girl's gonna stab me, I don't want to.
I mean, that's pretty much my idea.
I was sitting there like, don't stick your dick in crazy. But crazy's really fucking hot.
Yeah. I'm happy to be with people who understand me, thank you.
Crazy pussy's best pussy.
Yeah. And I mean, is head really worth getting if there's not the chance they'll bite it off?
That's what makes it great.
Parkinson's?
Yeah. The risks are out.
Oh man. Alright.
Dude, I can't wait till the women's Olympic team is just a bunch of 15-year-old boys.
So one of the things I want to happen in Redo the Healer.
Here's the thing about that. It's like, as soon as you make it normal for men to be in the women's sports, what sport team is going to hire a woman?
Shh, don't tell them.
Honestly, I think our whole... Here's the thing, I think our whole society...
Out of women's sports.
Look, here's the thing. I think our whole society is kind of messed up and discriminates against women by saying they're not good enough to compete against men. Instead of just doing this transgender thing, let's instead just remove the categories that make men and women not compete against each other in general. Like, I don't know. I don't know why you would ever say...
I mean, Vanderbilt had a female-to-male kicker who was absolutely terrible. Like, her only kick... Sorry, his only kick was a fucking onside that he fucked up.
Well, that was a female-to-male.
Yeah, that's why I recorrected it and said his.
Oh, okay. No, what I was going to say, I think Unknown was onto something, but I think he messed up. We need to just force all male athletes to take HRT to level the playing field.
Look, dude, I'm gonna be real. I don't want
We're not a hedge
invading
fund.
beach volleyball.
What do you mean?
Because that's like one of the few women's sports worth watching.
Oh my god! So have y'all actually heard about that? There was one of the hedge hedge funds. What's it called? Their sexual harassment complaint was that they like one of the people were too aggressive and everything like that. So they wanted them to take, it was either HRT or estrogen.
Oh
or something.
yeah!
Oh my god! I was like, what? What?
Oh, what about that teenager in fucking California juvenile hall that was forced on fucking forced to take estrogen for being too violent?
Killed.
Yep.
Man, it's like Black Future.
Oh god. nice deep cut.
Oh man, I just can't believe all that.
Yeah, Black Future's pretty fucked.
Yeah, Black Future's hilarious.
We never did get to finish the story either.
One could say it looks very dark.
Yeah, very dark.
Hey, I mean, I follow Future's book.
Shit, I need to get a friend together to read that because that shit is way too funny.
Oh, it was fun.
Like, one of my best friends is black, and it's hilarious because the dude's insane. But
hey, I'm a POC as well.
But one of the things he absolutely hates is the Queen of Spades shit.
Oh, well,
so I make sure to send him ton of yeah. So I make sure to send him a ton of Queen of Spades art.
Oh my god,
poor man.
I've seen the reverse of that. The reverse of that is crazy.
Oh, the bleach shit, dude! I saw. Oh, actually, I need to show you something.
Okay,
I know you'll appreciate what I'm talking
so,
about.
Hold on. Let's see if I have it on my other computer so I can link it to y'all without the chance of it coming here on the stream.
It's like, let's.
If I send this to the chat, it's not going to show up on your stream, right?
Yeah.
Saw this today. Oh, that one. Oh. Actually. Need her.
Oh my god, I saw that Negev one as well. God. I love the Negev one. Oh man, I saw that Negev one.
Wasn't the Negev one posted in the Discord today?
No, the other Negev one was posted in Discord. I saw that one as well. There's two.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them just made me feel like I'm horny. Oh my god. The man, Negev posting's absolutely hilarious.
I love this shit.
Darker than goblins. But yeah, I like that photo of what's her name? I don't even fucking know. Cora, yeah. It's like that is the only acceptable. Like I tagged ER and said, "Is this the only acceptable Cora that there is?" And he just liked it.
I mean, this is again you being right. The one truth.
Yep. The only acceptable Cora, and even ER likes it.
Well, you know, he posted this like months ago, though. I saw him like retweet this months ago.
Me? Yeah.
No. Or no. Or
no. Okay. So I actually, what's it called? I was the one that tagged ER, and then he retweeted it. Yeah, that was months ago. I do know, but I kept it on my laptop just purely because it was that funny.
It's a good image.
Love it.
I think we should all keep it on our laptop.
And you know that's not a dude's fetish. Like, straight up.
I don't know. I mean, have you seen above her left nipple?
Okay, other than you.
Have you seen above the left nipple?
I'm feeling it.
Like, if you look, like you want... It has the idea of that black people are 2/3 of a white person, so you need two women to be in the relationship.
What?
You see it right there, above her left nipple.
Oh, god damn it.
What? Let me see. Oh.
Dude, it's fucking
God.
amazing.
I didn't even see that.
Like, the longer you look at this image, the better it gets.
Honestly, what I would have done is had 3 male symbols with 5 black female symbols.
Or it'd just be one male.
No, because the joke is 3/5.
Oh yeah, doy.
Dude, I missed the noose entirely.
You missed the thing's so fucking huge. How can you miss the fucking noose?
Okay, we need to stop laughing at this because because the viewers can't see it.
Okay, how about this? I post it in the Not Safe for Work Discord. And then if you want, join the Discord and then you can see it there.
Who
There you
on
go,
earth would
exclusive
wanna join
content.
your abomination of Discord?
I mean, true. Hey, we have the best mods around. Don't make us do our job. That's our only rule.
Yeah.
Don't
Here we
make
go.
us work, or we will find you and we will kill you.
Give me. I probably won't have it in there for long. Because something just tells me it might be against TOS. Might.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I mean, come on, man. You
There.
think Discord furries care about that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really
They've
think they
been-
put down a person of color like this?
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not a person
Yeah,
of
she's
color.
obviously just living out her fetish.
Yeah, I'm a POC, person of capital. Look, I respect my fellow land chads. Remember to tip your landlords and do away with all this land phobia.
Landlord rights, let's go.
I mean, they are a minority.
Just like businesses.
Oh, man. Man, if I wasn't rating in a bit, I would say we could go watch that the struggling with Destiny identity dilemma thing.
What happened with
I
Destiny?
don't know. I wouldn't mind just watching through some of those Vosh videos.
Oh, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but that's for a very different reason, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so like Destiny I can agree with like almost like 90% of the time. No, and stuff like that.
90%.
It's just that
90%'s a little high.
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
so
20%.
here's the thing. Like his initial take I can usually agree with. It's just that when he gets like in the actual specifics when I start disagreeing.
You agree with his broad strokes, basically.
Yeah, but his methodology is generally
It's kind of
not
like
something you
PAX.
agree with.
PAX Tube. I agree with his freaking stuff that he says, but then again, if you look at what he considers porn on Twitter and all that, is literally people like posting their ankles.
Yeah.
Destiny's kind of weird.
I had to hang out with Pax again.
Man, we have Dimitri here, so I can't like go with all the short jokes for Destiny.
I'm not. Listen, it's all about perspective. If you look at the right angle, I'm like 7 foot. So.
If he lays down.
I
Yeah.
look, man. If I were to look at you, it would be at the fat girl angle.
I remember when Otaku first met me. It's like you were the one who picked me up, right? Like,
Yeah.
Nearly threw me immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
still
you
want to-
gotta do those what was it called? Midget tosses?
Dwarf tossing.
Dwarf tossing, yeah. Oh man, it's just how you do.
But I don't know. I don't think you could dwarf toss Dimitri right. His head's not big enough. Like, you need the aerodynamics of midget head to properly dwarf toss.
Dimitri,
Still,
he's
every
saying your
time
head isn't good enough. Your head game is
He's
lacking.
actually saying I am perfectly proportioned.
I,
So
I still check Kiwi Farms every few months to see if Dimitri shows up on the Kiwi Farms page.
I'm not like
Uh,
I'm not
Only
that
many times.
interesting.
No, like you.
I don't
It's
talk
literally the
politics,
fact
so
that
I'm
he
not that
has his
interesting.
own account.
Oh yeah, that's true. I do have a Kiwi's one.
Dimitri has
Because I
a
was
Kiwi Farms. Hold
following
on,
a
let me
certain person's
link it.
stuff, and then I got bored of it.
What are you saying, Taka?
I was saying you have a oh no, you have a wiki.
I have a wiki. I mean, I have a. What the fuck is that? Oh.
I would be less.
This makes sense. Yeah.
Oh god.
actually
I
do
linked the
have-
Sonic OC fandom wiki page.
Oh, okay. I was about
Yeah.
to say I wouldn't be surprised for Dimitri to have an Encyclopedia Dramatica simply because of all the shit that just happens around him.
Yeah, but like I don't do anything that interesting. Like there's not enough like drama that I actually.
Yeah, but so much
Yeah.
happens around you, and
Yeah,
people start so much with you
yeah.
that like
Nah,
you're a good spot
agree.
to watch.
I mean, no, wait,
Uh,
I just remembered Dimitri actually does have a Kiwi farm. It's just not under Dimitri's name. It was
Huh?
Pedantics.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's
to
like,
be fair, it's also under Smug.
I just get brought up everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, like, what's it called? For a good, like, it was like almost 12 pages. All it was a Dimitri appreciation thread.
Oh yeah, when
Oh, I was about to
the
say, was it a Dimitri appreciation thread or pedantic thirst posting?
I think that came later. Yeah, there's quite a story.
Yeah.
Checked Pedantics, Kiwi Farms, and
I don't think Pedantic does anything much either, though. Now,
Nah,
Yeah.
They are mostly working, and then they just they're more taking Twitter as a joke now.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's probably
pedantic did the smart thing and
tweets.
largely got off the internet.
Yeah,
Why haven't I?
no, I mean most of the stuff with like these locale forums, it's like, it's usually people. Well, I mean, obviously, I don't need to explain this, but it's usually people who make a joke of themselves. Like, if you if you largely don't care, you won't end up there. It's just the people who basically feed them.
I mean, I like
mean,
it.
And if you stop doing the shit that they are talking about, like
Yeah, exactly.
fucking Jeff Thu's thread died.
yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
The moment he stopped getting ultra political on Twitter.
yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. Most people, it's mostly politics. They'll end you
Yeah.
up in these places.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
just do
politics and religion are two things where adults can't act like adults.
Yeah.
Yo, if you want someone else. Okay.
Not just can't, don't want
I mean,
Yeah,
are y'all okay
actively
with
don't
one
want to.
more or no? Or do you think
Up
that
to
would
you.
be
We've
too
already
crowded?
talked about everything we were going to talk about.
to. Yeah. So I say we just give a good round of N-words and sign off.
That's a good send off. It really fits with the conversation we had earlier.
I mean, at least two of you have Twitch accounts, so.
I mean, yeah. Dimitri, I don't think there's any better way to end it. I say you would have to start though.
I want to bide my time. I feel like I'm like the grand finale, so.
No, I'm just messing around. What's it called?
It's
No, I
like
don't
this
think we-
Twitch thing is
I don't think we
working,
finished.
and like all of my hate watchers are gonna clip it anyway, so.
Oh my god. Dimitri Exposed said naughty game word on a no one stream, purely saying that the joke is
I
going to be
already,
that
I already
they
got
did it.
canceled for saying the N word, and I didn't even say it. My fucking boyfriend drew me saying it.
That's not right. Getting
But
canceled
that's
before
my
you
fault.
even get.
I know, right? Like, and this happens all the fucking time. I mean, someone else just saying it, all the stuff that happens around me. I get fucking canceled for
Like,
shit I
if
never do
someone
all the time.
asked and you to say the N word and then you voluntarily said it, that's one
Yeah,
thing.
at least let me have my fun, right?
It's like,
Oh,
I mean,
Dimitri's the Teflon Don.
of course, if someone asked me to say the N word, I'd do it.
I mean,
And then
cancel
let myself
culture.
get canceled.
I mean,
But
sometimes people
you don't
think
take
cancel
this from
culture
me,
goes
that's all
too
I have.
far and everything like that. But if you really look at it, the biggest perpetuators of cancel culture are Muslims, but they do it from roofs.
Huh. So absolute truth.
Oh my god.
I'm still trying to figure out the hate for Dimitri.
So
It's almost
That's
always
because
based on dumb shit. Yeah.
Well, I know
no,
that.
almost all of it is based off of them horny.
I mean, yeah, we talked about the
I
damn
mean,
earlier.
yeah.
It's always funny. Every single person that has like gone really hard against Dimitri has simultaneously been hard while they were doing it.
Yeah, no, it's always a form of rejection or just like pure raging horny.
Yeah, it's like it's
What?
something.
I
Or
honestly,
they're
I
mad
don't.
that you look more femme.
Well, yeah, no, there's definitely a certain group who that
Oh my
factors
god,
into.
I laughed when
But
I
like,
saw that group. Okay, so there was like this giant group of transgenders that just completely hated you and everything about you, and a good half of the post were talking about how you look like you could pass, but you're not trans.
yeah,
Oh
no,
my
I
God.
mean, again, I said it's always dumb shit, but it's always like the weirdest things people hate me for. And then when they go on the rants, it's like, I just did a video, right? And I was talking about some of like the hate posts I saw. Like there was a girl who like wrote up like a fucking thread about how I started some fucking war between La Femme boys and trans girls or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, they're right.
It's like literally the Breaking Bad scene. It's like all these fucking
I hate
buzzwords.
French boys because they're disgusting antithesis of what men should be, and they downgrade all of society.
I disagree. See, cross-dressing is actually the manliest thing you can do because only men can do it. So,
Well, I was actually going to say women took all of men's good fashion.
that is actually so true.
Because, like, I can't even wear a kilt in public without people thinking I'm cross-dressing.
King, bring out the hilt. Don't let them take that from you. But yeah, it's always like nothing stuff.
Also,
I don't even know.
high heels were originally men's
For
shoes. They can keep those, though.
So femboys ruin programming socks for everyone.
Programming.
See, I don't
socks.
No, it was the trainers that
Yeah, I
ruined
was gonna
programming
say,
stocks.
that's more of a
Yeah.
See, I don't even own programming socks.
Femboys ruined chokers for sluts.
I wear a lot of chokers. That's true.
Because
Like
I
a black-
can't tell if
like a
a
black
slut is a femboy or just an A-cup. And, like, the choker's supposed to be a dead giveaway of what they are.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I also do. I also love that one meme of where it starts at the top and says, "Do you think the trap is attractive?" Yes, haha, you're attracted to a male, you're gay. Or you go, no. It's like, haha, you don't think someone who looks like a female is attractive, you're gay. Oh my god.
The ultimate Schrodinger.
Yeah. No matter what, you're gay.
It's not gay if you don't push back.
That's a new one.
That's an old one.
Ah, retro.
That's one I'm sure Dimitri can get behind.
Oh, I get it.
Oh,
Freaking gay people! I swear, why don't we just burn them already?
what? I don't know. Has there been anything else y'all have been watching recently?
Go cool with the homophobic. remarks.
The slime isekai,
I don't know where the home of
the shut-in isekai.
yeah, I know what slime these guys. I was just saying I don't know where the homosexuals are. Oh, man. I don't know. I still need to watch the Slime Isekai. I was supposed to watch it as it came out with one of my friends, but eventually it just never happened. And now season 2 is out, and we still haven't seen it.
It's
I don't care for it.
One second. Oh, hey, Tanner finally accepted, which means he can
like it's
come in.
decent in concept, but other than that,
Speaking of decent concept, about that speedrun guy.
oh god damn it!
Who's
Dude,
there?
you realize that would literally be 9 episodes of the dude just bumping into walls, right?
Oh
The
man.
best part. No, it's like comedy would entirely be from other people watching this absurd dude.
I'm trying to think. That would have to be like one of those like Bikini Warriors where it's 3-minute episodes.
Yes.
I
Maybe
mean-
you could shoot for like 9 minutes, but you couldn't go higher than 9 minutes.
Yeah, Bikini Warriors was a funny series as well. Like, it was just a hardcore parody, just making fun of all those things that people do and just applied real world logic to it. Like what people do in games.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the bikini armor works because it's fantasy. Duh. Same reason I can be just as defended with a bare chest.
I still find it funny when they found something inside the what's it called? Inside, I think I saw one of the episodes. It was something along the lines of they found like a gem inside the pots, and they started destroying everyone's pots, and like they freaking like all the villagers got angry and wanted to kick them.
Wait, did these pots let you draw 2 cards?
Yeah,
was
I
a-
would agree.
That was a Legend of Zelda kind of thing. Their freaking
Yeah, I
season
know.
finale was just absolutely hilarious because it was every ending possible that has ever really been done. It's like, oh, your friend that was dead, it was actually alive, and they're the final villain. And then they cut to a different ending and then just changed what it is. It was like a bunch of 15-second endings because they didn't know how to end it. They just did every ending possible.
An ending for every person. Satisfy everybody.
I just laughed so hard. I was like, what? Just
The,
what?
The one seasonal anime that I've been watching lately, I am mostly all the way caught up with Jujutsu no Kaisen, and my hot take is that Jujutsu no Kaisen is pretty dang bad. Action-wise,
That's not a hot
pretty
take.
awful. Bruh, everybody that I've talked to about the show, like, sucks its pee so hard.
What's the English name for this show?
I do not know the name. I've only
Jujutsu
ever heard it called
Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen. It's about these like sorcerer dudes who go around and fight these curses or demons. It doesn't really matter if you call them curses or demons. But
It's
demons,
shitty JoJo.
I wouldn't even call it shitty JoJo because JoJo has like unique and interesting uses of powers. Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't have any of that. Like there are some unique powers, but they are only used in the most basic of ways possible. such
Is
as
this
the
Is
character.
this the show or the manga where there's all those images of that? No, wait, that's the Gunman.
Yeah,
I
but
think
basically, what'd you say?
Oh no, I was trying to remember. There's a oh, it's on Twitter. There's like some people fanning over the face and like the butt of like some character. I think it was that
That doesn't narrow
man
it
whose
down.
entire body is like a gun or chainsaw.
Oh,
Oh,
Chainsaw
Chainsaw
Man.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, I am so mad that Jujutsu Kaisen got an anime before Chainsaw Man. Because Chainsaw Man's hilarious.
From what I've seen, Chainsaw Man's pretty awesome.
It's written by the dude who did Fire Punch, if I remember correctly.
I have not read that
I
one.
just remember that there was like some famous person that was commenting, and like who was like commenting on Twitter, and someone's like responded, no context, like, "Have you seen Chainsaw Man? It's about a guy whose body is chainsaw." And then the person, for some reason, actually responded and says, "That sounds pretty dangerous." And they said, "Yeah. Also, the sidekick's got a killer dumpster trunk." The person like retweeted it, and I'm just like, "What on earth?"
But yeah, my hot take is that there is only one good fight scene in all of Jujutsu Kaisen. Everything else is very much garbage from a hand-to-hand choreography standpoint. I'm gonna have a discussion in a few days with a friend who thinks the show's like one of the best ever, and I was watching through to episode 4, and I decided to just like take some light notes as I was watching through it, so I'd have points to talk about. And by the end of episode 4, I had like 6.5 notes and stopped taking notes and could not handle the show anymore. I hate that show. It is garbage.
Look, I haven't seen the show yet, but you are fully capable, and you're right to be wrong.
That's okay. We can have a discussion plot, and you will finally be wrong about something.
He's Christian. He will never admit he's wrong.
It's all right. It's all right. But yeah, the action is very, very poor in that show.
Look, I've never seen the show. So I don't know if the action's good, but I know you're wrong because I'm just gonna assume it. There we go.
Wait.
Yeah, the
Two
show's really
people
popular,
beat
so
down on a disabled vampire? That sounds hilarious.
Are there any other shows you guys have been watching lately?
Let's see. I mean, I started watching Agretzko again. I also went and watched. Okay, so there's a few things I went to rewatch because I'm finally gonna make the scripts again, and one of them is going to be about Agretzko. One's BNA, and the next one's IG.
Oh, really? You've seen Kaiji?
Oh yeah, I love Kaiji. Kaiji's fucking amazing.
Kaiji's pretty great.
Man, and I've been watching YouTubers.
I didn't hear their stuff. You
Anime is dead. It's time for more manga elitism.
I've just been watching. I mean, Drax is right. I've just been watching VTubers, man.
I've been watching. I watched through the latest season of Danmachi. I was like, this isn't as trashy when I'm binge watching it as it is when I like
watch week by
try
week.
to watch it week to week.
It's also not as boring binge watching it.
That's true. My problem is always just like if I have to sit there and I'm reading the subs and it's nothing but like you got like 2 episodes where it seems like it's like pandering TNA. I'm just like, gosh, just get on with it.
Is Danmachi the slime anime?
No,
it's the
how to pick up a girl inside the dungeon.
Oh yes. Okay, I've seen season 1, have not seen season 2.
I mean, I think the real title is "Should You Pick Up a Girl?" But whatever.
Yeah, it's. I don't know.
Well, I mean, this time he actually does pick up a girl in the dungeon.
I mean,
is there just like not much substance to it?
It's I don't even know if I'd say that. It's just at least part of season 2 just kind of wasted a bunch of time.
Hmm.
Is how I felt when I was
I mean,
watching the
season
stuff.
1 was literally a waste of time. You get a
Anime
lot
in
of him
general.
finally learning to be a man.
The most controversial question we could possibly ask: who's best girl from the show?
Someone just
Isn't there
talked-
only one?
No,
I
there's
came
like
here because I
5.
saw Senua
I've only ever
Gura
seen the
on the
one
thumbnail.
with pigtails.
Yeah, that's because that's the one that's memed to death.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This
Because
season-
she's actually pretty great. Look, there's 2 reasons
true.
why she's best girl.
and then he just doesn't say them.
That's because it should be blatantly obvious by her character design.
Because lollies.
Are we talking about Hestia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's there you go.
Okay.
Two
Yeah,
very
all right.
important
Yeah,
reasons,
2
I
very
think.
good reasons. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of 3 because that ribbon
No,
does
just 2.
add. The ribbon
Yeah,
adds a lot.
It's no the ribbon.
The ribbon is
I hate
cute.
the ribbon denies us anything worthwhile. What are you talking about?
No, it doesn't. It definitely provides extra bounce.
She had some pretty nice glutes. It might be 4 reasons.
She have an ass?
Hestia
Oh,
is
Recently, from
breastia.
what I remember, yeah,
Okay,
she was pretty
what's that?
busty.
Yeah, a wise
She's on a
man,
board on the back, so
as a wise man once said, Hestia is breastia.
she's also barefoot all the time.
Ooh, I
don't
might
really
dock
care.
some
I'm not-
points there.
I
Yeah.
don't really care.
You gotta know your audience, Stuffy.
Damn, that sounds like she's one of the
This
few.
is the internet. Everyone's in defeat.
No, but that
No.
sounds like she's probably one of the few people that have literally touched grass.
She's also like, to not meme for a second. She's also got a pretty phenomenal personality, and is very wifeable.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's probably the best one from the show.
Either that or the elf chick.
Mhm.
The elf chick was very hot.
The elf chick also always comes in clutch.
That was true. She was always super useful in the dungeon specifically.
Yep, I do it. Someone's gonna say it. Barefoot all the time. She got that Blackfoot 0 out of 10. Nasty.
Yeah, no one likes
Especially back
feet.
during those times.
Look. For black feet, I might as well be black everywhere else, and no one wants that.
Knew it.
No one was.
I can't
We were
name a
all
single
thinking it,
person
but
that
he
would
just
want
said
it. Okay, you know what? There's one person I can name that would want it, and that would be Poe's Law. But he constantly wants the most disgusting shit in the world.
Wasn't he talking about
Yeah,
murder?
Like, dude, we can't really talk about his taste because he likes art hose.
Ew.
Okay, so that's not what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm talking about his taste in the fucking food.
Oh, he's
Oh
a big
god!
guy, isn't he?
Oh!
His taste in food.
Absolute
He also liked fucking beans on pizza.
All right, we need to.
Look, I'm pretty sure that was memeing.
I'm almost like
But
knowing Poe.
He
I'm
talks
pretty
shit about
sure.
peanut butter and jelly.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, can we just agree that both are disgusting?
No,
Go fuck yourself, dude.
PB and J is some good shit.
Yeah,
PB&J
but you gotta
tastes
get the
great.
creamy. You gotta get the creamy peanut
Look.
butter, and instead of jelly, use like some peach preserves or some strawberry preserves.
There's been about 12 times in my life where I've nearly died. 3 of them involved peanut butter.
That sounds like
Tell us these stories.
Dude, you don't use a pit bull.
I always knew Otaku was the right girl.
This sounds like a you problem, you know. If you're allergic to peanut butter, don't take that out on everyone else who actually enjoys eating peanut
I'm not
butter.
allergic. That's the bigger. I'm
I,
not
I
even
think we deserve to know these stories.
I don't think. I don't know if he actually had listened to me finish what I actually said.
Oh man. Nah, what's it called? Nah, they pretty much just involve different ways of choking, and then that we had nothing to get it undone, and I pretty much one time just fell to the floor, and when I fell to the floor it hit my ribs and coughed it all up. But yeah, it's just a whole bunch of stuff like that.
Imagine your story going out.
I gotta
getting
agree
cooked
with
on
you,
peanut
Drax,
butter.
in this situation. Peanut butter gets stuck to the top of your mouth, therefore it's objectively bad. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, Rika.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why you eat it with jelly.
Well, he's not
It
wrong.
was with
But the fact that you have to have something to offset peanut butter at all times just shows how trash it is.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
not
you
gonna
don't
stand
have to.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
if we're
I just
talking
think-
peanut products, boiled peanuts beat out peanut butter anyway.
No,
I just
boiled
think your guys'
peanuts
tongue
without-
game is weak, you know?
No,
You
no,
just
no,
gotta
I'm
get
saying-
better.
Like, we could sit here and do a peanut butter. We could sit here and do a peanut tier list if you want.
All right. Next podcast, we
Number
each start out
one.
with a jar of peanut butter, and the goal is to see who can finish the peanut butter jar by the end of stream.
I mean, it'll probably be me.
2 hours, one jar of peanut butter. Has to be the
Yeah,
same.
I-
That, that would be the most boring stream ever, though.
3 men, 1 femboy, 1 trans, 1 peanut butter. Let's go.
1 gallon of peanut butter, actually.
Look, we gotta at least invite one black person, or that's not, or we'll be racist.
I
Diversity
can take care of
quota.
that one.
Actually,
I'll
Stuffy's
get
black.
Poe.
Never mind, I'm right.
I'll go get Poe.
I'm
I'll
not
talk
black.
about. You know, I'll
I
go.
didn't know that until
Here's
now.
the thing.
What's wrong with you?
I can get Poe. I can just tell him that he can shit on peanut butter as much as he wants, and we'll tell him that he's right.
Guys, I'm Italian. I'm already black. You don't need to worry.
I mean, yeah.
I can see
Like
that.
this,
The one drop rule.
Bio. Of course, peanut butter is trash. It was picked by a black person.
Hey, did George Washington Carver make peanut butter?
I mean, it was American Dad that said that, so it must be true.
I mean, I know he came up with 100 uses for the peanut because we used to just either boil it.
But eating them
boil
was
or
not one
roast
of them.
Boiled peanuts with no salt is disgusting. All right.
Who the fuck boils peanuts with no salt?
I don't know. Someone out there's
The
got to be
healthy
retarded.
version of peanuts.
Like, you're saying that like that's ever done.
I can assure you, someone's done it. Out
For
there.
whatever reason, almost everyone's house that I go to, they have what's it called, like peanuts, and then they will just have some in the back that are unsalted on everything, and I have no clue why. Like, everyone has it, but no one eats it.
Like,
So, like,
I can tell you, I've
But
been
look, sometimes a person you really don't like turns out to be allergic to peanuts.
So I can tell you.
Also,
for a fact,
unsalted
I've
peanuts
been-
are used to make like peanut chicken and all.
All right, like I can tell you for a fact, I've been out and about spreading COVID at carnivals, and then I buy a pack of peanuts, and there is no of boiled peanuts, and there is no salt on them.
The
So I-
monster.
And so I
Like,
have to
that's a
stop.
war
I
crime,
mean,
dude.
I stop. I have to stop. Spit out my peanut butter or my boiled peanuts. Throw COVID at all these people. And it's because this for a brief few seconds, these people were going to get reprieved from being spread disease while I eat these boiled peanuts, and now I have to spit more of it.
The only time I've ever eaten non-salted, like non-roasted peanuts was one time for 4th of July. We were out at my grandparents' house and we actually like melted down some sugar and caramel in
One
a
time at
pan,
band camp.
and then we tossed some peanuts in there. And it tasted super good.
Oh yeah.
That's the only time I've ever eaten them non-salted. My personal favorite are just like roasted with light salt on peanuts. I love that.
Mhm. So long story short, you always put salt on top of a crazy woman's vag, right?
Bro, you don't stick your
What?
dick in crazy.
Yes, I do.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Oh,
But I must.
Is that the only way you can get any unknown?
No, it's not the only way. It's just the best way.
He starts out, he wets it a bit, dips it in salt, goes out on the town.
Oh god.
Oh man, that reminded me of that one argument. You say
How
or
does
not?
that remind you of an argument? What was
We're
the argument about?
so I told Stuffy and Plot about it, and they busted out laughing. If rape means you're still a virgin or
Oh god.
It depends upon which hole.
oh man.
Yeah, if it was the mouth, no.
Yeah, if it was a mouth, you belong.
It actually depends on what you define virginity as.
But nah,
Literally
it's funny.
anything but the mouth.
Literally exposing ankles.
You know,
I agree.
Yeah. Very good packs on this one.
Yeah.
At least put some socks on, I swear. You're gonna get black feet like that.
Oh my god. So what's it called?
Who did you end up having that argument against, anyways? Because I've heard you mention it a couple times.
So
Well, there was one argument of it with me.
Alright, I need to stop for a second. Kaiser asked, what if you're Mexican? If you're Mexican, you're not even born a virgin.
I always knew I wasn't a person.
Block.
So true.
Oh man, Destiny just released a video reporting on Wall Street bets and GameStop is hot garbage, just all around stop.
Before anyone asks, if you're born black, you're also not even born not a criminal.
Oh my god, that reminds me of that Tarzan clip, actually. So there's that Tarzan clip that been going around on Twitter recently, and it just shows the human smiling, and then it fades and shows the monkey smiling, because it was supposed to
God
show.
damn it.
And then, what's it called? It got quote tweeted. It said, "He returned to monkey." The whole comment section was, "Go back, I want to return to monkey." Man, I love that meme. That meme is amazing. So I saw this, I've been seeing the monkey meme like a year or two ago, but it's been blowing up like crazy recently.
Monkey spreading.
I know, right?
It's like a religion.
Like I heard it almost purely from the racist community at first.
That's usually where the good memes start. So, I mean,
oh man, the racist community is probably the funniest fucking community I've ever seen. Oh my fucking god! They don't even care what race you are.
Pray tell, how do we tell the racist community from the fake racist community?
So there's
actually
okay. So you're not even wrong that there is such thing as the fake racist community.
yeah, that's
I know
probably me, actually.
I swear, if there was something about this fake racist community, I would never be caught dead hanging around fake racists.
I only associate with true Aryans, okay?
Okay, so what's it called? As I was saying, it's really funny because a lot of people, what's it called? They don't even care what race you are, as long as you're being racist.
As long as you're racist, yeah. It's a very accepting community.
It really is.
The honorable.
You know the racist community is the funniest because Hoteps.
Oh man, Hotep's blocked me like one time a long time ago. So
see, that would suck because Hoteps are the funniest fucking people.
So Hotep Jesus, I loved his tweets. His tweets were fucking amazing and whatnot. But then he eventually blocked me, and it was all because of a conversation about reparations. So, what's it called? So he went and said,
I've
like,
given you guys my speech about how much I hate white people. All right, here's the thing with white people: they ruined racism for everyone.
yeah.
All right, racism used to be this great, wholesome, family-centered thing. It brought towns together. You had disparaging classes you could point all your problems against. Now, white people had to go take it a little too far, make a few people protest enough. And now we're stuck having to question our own morality and our own problems. It's terrible. They ruined racism for everything. Now I actually have to
Bruh.
figure out my own problems.
Okay, so-
get my life in order instead of.
If
telling
I had
someone
known they
else
were going to be
ruined
so noisy about it, I would have picked cotton back in the day.
I saw that tweet. Yeah, I saw that tweet. That tweet was amazing. So, what's it called? How I got blocked by Hotep Jesus, which is like one of the biggest of the Hoteps out there and all that shit.
Yeah,
on
no, it's
Twitter.
basically him and tweeting a sheep.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing and whatnot. So I got blocked by him because he there was a bunch of white people in this comment section talking about how much they care about black people and whatnot, and he just quote tweeted them. It's like, this thread cares about black people so much, why don't y'all just start giving me my reparations? And then I said, we already, this is how I got blocked. I said, we already do, it's called welfare.
Oh my god.
Oh man, come on, you gonna block me over that? Oh. I love it. It's just hilarious to do, see. Oh man.
The modern welfare is definitely certain race. Well, we won't name any names.
I think it's all like modern welfare is almost like mostly white women.
Wait, is that the new Call of Duty game?
Modern welfare. You go around shooting anybody who's not one of the true
Aryans. Oh man. Saying that's one of the new Call of Duty. That just sounds hilarious.
Then here's the other thing about like screw white people even more, because here's the thing: they ruined racism for white people, but now they're getting mad that black people are still racist against them. Right? Look, at least the black people finally have something good going for them, and you're trying to take that away from them.
Oh
Like, what
my
is
God.
wrong with you?
Oh man, affirmative
Can't-
action. Well, yeah.
You can't be happy until you ruin it for everyone. Gosh.
Man, this is why you should always hang out with Asians.
Oh my God.
They hate everyone.
That's very true. My sensei went to Japan for a little while so that he could get tested, so that he could go up in a rank. And so there was an Asian man who walked up to him at a fast food place, and the guy said, "Oh, American," and like in a
4,
with an Asian accent.
2.
And so he
1.
said, my sensei obviously says yes. And so the guy says, "Oh, you will not find enough burger to make you fat here," and then just starts tapping his stomach, walks. It was hilarious. And like that sensei, he's not even fat. He's like a decently fit guy. Like he's like 6'3". He's probably like 200-ish pounds. He's not pure muscle, but I mean he's definitely much more muscular than your average person in general.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there. No matter how much he teaches you, he'll never actually teach you to be taller, all right? So your money is already going down the drain.
Yeah, I know. It's so sad. You don't have to crush my dreams, plot.
Now that tall vampire woman there can crush a lot.
She look.
She's
She
mid.
can crush me between her legs.
I know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't want to.
I like in all
I don't get
seriousness,
it
I don't
at
give a
all.
shit.
I think her fucking little assistant.
Yeah. Oh my God, the assistant is far better.
Yeah, her assistants are much more attractive. It's just the fact that she's got a very nice bosom, to put it
Can someone
nicely.
post links in chat? Because I don't actually know what you guys are referring to.
One second,
Uh,
I've got a meme.
Resident
I've
Evil
got a photo
Village
of it.
vampire lady. Like, calling her mid is an overstatement.
Like, if everyone else is gonna be horny in chat, I at least want to join in. This isn't fair.
I mean, can't deny that logic. My cover is blown.
I mean, I already knew what I was doing after the stream. The second posted that horror picture. All right, look.
Oh my god.
Man.
It's an amazing Korra pic.
It is.
One of the best.
I'm only in the voice chat. Is there an actual like
There's a stream going on.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know about the stream, but is there like a chat for this voice chat, or is it just a voice chat?
I
So I was
mean,
trying to
There's
post a picture of the
one of those
vampire lady,
places,
but
well, you can see the chat inside there, like it's specific to here.
Yeah, just post it in this voice chat because the main people can't see it. Not
Yeah.
not the YouTube voice chat, the Discord one.
I'm just
Post-
gonna post it in the mod chat because I'm not seeing the regular chat for this
What?
voice
Just
chat.
go all the way up to the left, and it's literally where we
It's
are.
not there.
What are you talking about?
Wait, oh my bad.
You might
I'm so
be
dumb.
more you might be so autistic that you might own some GameStop
Guys,
stock.
I fit in here so well.
Oh,
The femboy's autistic.
I
What
might
a
be the turbo
revelation.
autist.
Mhm.
look,
let me
femboys
find
beat
the
out the
photos.
vampire. G.
I
Let's
wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, here you go, plot. This is a decent enough photo of her. It doesn't show the face though. I gotta find one that shows the face.
Honestly, the makeup kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the makeup's really good.
No, I mean
Somebody
the
else.
makeup kind of kills the look.
Yeah, this lady looks like
Who-
she's
really?
in,
Yeah, who the fuck is the girl on the right?
No idea.
Cyberpunk?
Probably.
Uh,
I don't think I have enough.
No, this lady looks like
Alright.
she's 90 in this image. This
I'm
guy-
Yeah,
just
no,
gonna
she's
go search
not-
for a
she's
photo
not
of her.
good.
Oh yeah, I did say
Yeah,
that.
Got
When-
the makeup on, man. Like,
yeah, this is the.
Yeah, I've always said like when it first came out, she looks too old.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This isn't great at all. I'm sorry. This just looks like Joker with breasts.
so,
No.
so it looks like an unattractive Harley Quinn.
Yeah. I guess so.
Harley
Yeah, the
Quinn.
main-
And
the
right
main
below it,
fetish
it
that
says
is, like,
animated
trying to
people
find it.
is that like she's super tall.
animated by Studio Foe.
Yeah, it's just tall and big boob. That's the only reason people are like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
she's super tall, so it's like
No,
a
no.
Dom
Here's the
mommy
thing.
thing
I
for
don't even think that's it. I 100% believe the meme about her being all attractive and everything comes purely because of that article that says gamers are scared of tall women.
I mean, I think that happened after you.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
it's
a
like
real. So that
hot
happened, and they
boob.
used her as the example, and that's why she blew up in so much popularity.
Bro, gamers can't afford to be afraid of any women. They're
Yeah,
awful, they're so
like,
They can't
They
afford anything. They spend it all on games.
Literally, all gamers are socialists so that they can keep gaming. True gamers rise up.
Gee, I was
I
supposed
mean,
to
I
be-
am starting to think most socialists just don't want to work.
I still love that one meme where it says, "If socialism, you say socialism doesn't work, but then why is there so many people advocating for it? Because they also don't work."
Yeah.
I love that. That was just an amazing fucking meme that happened.
Because they too do not work. Oh,
Oh yeah, Taku, how you like being back on Twitter?
Oh man, I got banned for about 1 month, and
Yeah.
it was
I
crazy.
saw what you got banned for, and it was retweeting something, and then it was just like bad text parsing.
What I
One of
really
the
miss,
biggest failures of AI I've ever seen.
what I really miss is like every time like there's like drama around me, you always make like a fake call out post. Like makes it's so good. It's like what I look forward to every time I get canceled quotation mark.
Oh man, I'll keep that in mind to do it more often then. Oh man, I still love the what's it called? We did it. The evil's defeated.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I freaking did the inspect tools and put you at 0 followers. Oh.
5, 4,
Oh man.
3, 2,
Man, that's a good use of
1.
inspect element.
Awesome.
My comedy comes from very stupid things.
I finally got my Switch working. Don't ask how.
Nice.
Where
Did
I
he
got
go
it.
in
What
and
was wrong
trade it
with
in
it?
for you?
Never mind.
What games do you
Shit.
play on your Switch?
Animal Crossing, like a Chad.
Wait, people still play Animal Crossing?
I
don't
do
know,
know
I
quite a few
I
females that
haven't
still
really
play
played
it.
Animal Crossing in like
Yeah, it's
more
mostly
than
just girls.
3-ish minutes and like
So
7 months.
there's a few types of people that play it. There's females, and then there's economic majors.
Yeah,
See, I thought you were going to say there's females and then there's soy boys. Because economics majors play Rust.
No, so
No,
the giant
no,
meme,
dude,
the
Rust is
giant
filled with
meme
trannies.
of what's it called? The giant meme of the GameStops is that Animal Crossing prepped them for this.
Okay. So it's a meme I wasn't in on.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't just say Spice and Wolf prepped us for this.
Ooh.
Because that might have actually been legit.
Shoot, if we had a GameStop waifu spur this movement,
Oh
Yeah,
my
just
God.
make it Holo with a GameStop shirt on. I mean, seriously, there was what, 2 episodes on short selling?
yes. Isn't that with the armor? He got the armor off.
No, that was a different one. That was a market crash. It was the Pyrite one.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Because he gambled with the smaller person, the midget dude, and said that he would buy
What the
X
hell
amount
is
of pyrite off him.
Yeah.
If he gave him this much of a loan today, and then Lawrence caused the stock market to crash. And then
Oh, Holo did.
Hello did. Well, they both did, but
Yeah.
I
and then
still
after
need
the
to.
market-
I still need to watch Spice and Wolf.
I need to as well. I think I had seen the first episode. It's definitely a show that I should continue.
I was
really
here
good.
about it. Check it out.
Like all
It's
I
the
know.
right mix of like educational and comp.
Yeah.
I mean, economics is something I love, so it might be good. Like the things I love, economics and waifus. And if you just get naked waifus teaching economics, that's just all the better.
You're really selling me on this anime right now.
Holo is was
Holo
telling
is
life
very
here, too.
hot. Polo is extremely hot.
This is true.
Holo probably turned a lot of people into furries.
I mean, she's,
Like,
got,
I'm not gonna lie.
she's got cat ear. Okay, it's not furry. Or
Wolf
whatever.
ears and a wolf tail. And
Yeah.
she's actually a wolf.
That's fine.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, SWAT cats probably turn the most people into furries.
Oh, that girl's attractive.
SWAT cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Is that something that I should look up? Probably not.
You can. It's cats with a Z because it was in the 90s and that sounds cooler.
Yeah, it might have an effect on you if you look it up though.
SWAT.
I thought like most people blame Space Jam.
That's true.
Some
I've
people
heard-
blame
I've heard
Space
some
Jam.
people-
You can also blame Thundercats.
I never thought that Cheetra or whatever her name is. I didn't think her face was ever attractive at all. Yeah,
Five strikers.
Thundercats had weird looking faces.
yeah.
I just don't think animals are attractive. So, I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, if you ask the Jungle Book, though, they're the bare necessity.
Simple
The
bareness.
simple bareness.
Don't worry.
We have to stop before Disney fucking kills us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna be taken down.
Before it becomes a federal offense to have copyrighted things in a YouTube video.
Oh god.
Oh man.
That's
Man,
an
that
awful
bill was
change.
so terrible.
Can you imagine
That's
serving time in a state penitentiary? Because
In a state
some-
penitentiary because
No, you
somebody
won't even
used
do
copyright
state.
law on you.
Dude, no, you won't do time. You go to Fed.
Oh my god, that's
you-
awful.
You're serving time in federal penitentiary because you were doing a live stream, and then your girlfriend comes in playing her like K-pop song.
Doing a, no, you got to even more is because you're
Disney
doing a
song.
world live stream thing and someone is just singing really loudly and you don't know that that's like copyrighted music.
Boom, you're on.
Let's be honest. The
Federal-
more likely outcome is that somebody abuses the YouTube copyright system and somebody gets wrongfully put in jail.
Mhm.
How awful their copyright system is.
Well, I mean, thankfully
no,
we don't decide
realistically,
who goes to prison based
The
off
bill
of
that's
bots.
being used is not for that. It's for like going on no anime or 9anime
Yeah, it was supposedly.
and using an illegal streaming site.
Okay.
Supposedly.
But still, that's fucking terrible.
Here's the thing: if it's a poorly worded bill, and that may be its original intent, but you know for a fact that
Oh yeah, it'll be misused.
Most of these filmmakers and
It'll be
lawmakers
as
don't know
misused
anything
as
about the
that one
subject.
hooker.
But most of these filmmakers that were put in office, the internet was a thing.
Exactly.
Well, that's why the thing I rage against with like the Republican Party and the Democrats is
No,
none of them are going
so
after
what's it
big
called?
tech.
This like anti-piracy streaming thing and whatnot, like it's the biggest proof that we've ever had that weebs are oppressed. You literally cannot watch anime without supporting the people that trash your anime.
That's a good argument.
I just don't. I'm just tired of them putting chemicals in the water, turning frogs gay. All right, look.
There was actually a scientific study that was done, and in a very specific area, there were some chemicals that caused a higher than average gay frog population.
Well,
It
it
was so
was
fucking funny.
frogs were literally changing gender
Oh, it was
because
that?
they can
Okay.
do that. But it was mainly male frogs. Like it does. Can we just admit 2020 was Alex Jones's year?
I still love that. You were saying that halfway into the year, and it never stopped
Was
being
it 2020 when the Pizzagate stuff became much more like widely accepted after
Well, that's when Epstein.
Well, yeah.
And what?
But like Pizzagate
End of
was a thing
19.
before then. That was end of 19. Okay.
Yeah. But the big thing was that the study came out that actually does tamp
Is
down
Stuffy
aggression.
breaking up for anyone else?
He's breaking up for me quite a bit.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah,
Sorry,
same.
it's storming out. It was storming outside, so it might still be raining. But
It sounds like you're about to drop a sick beat.
Stuffy's rap career
why
about
am
to
I
take
doing
off.
No, it isn't. It was Floyd aggression. All of the tech conspiracies were George
The
Floyd,
George Floyd conspiracy.
I haven't heard about
the
that
Black
one.
Lives Matter conspiracy.
What's the George Floyd conspiracy?
He didn't actually have a
No,
conspiracy
I'm just
on George
messing
Floyd.
around.
There's the thing that George Floyd was drugged up, which changed the fact that they
Oh yeah,
had the neon
okay,
his
yeah,
neck
you're
for
right. There
9
was a
minutes.
serious conspiracy about him. I completely forgot about that.
But the thing is, it's not a conspiracy, and it doesn't matter because they still didn't have that cop still didn't have to lean on his neck for 9 minutes.
Yeah, even if George Floyd didn't die from the knee on his neck, the cop was still being grossly negligent with his actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a cop.
The
it's also a
horrible
cop's
thing
duty
is they-
protect a perp's life if it is
It
necessary.
was very grossly negligent. I can't.
Negligent.
Negligent.
Yeah, it was very.
See,
The problem
I
is
can't
that
believe
they got rid
kept
of
the camera on.
Murder 3, I think they got rid of Manslaughter 2. So all he's left with is Murder 2,
5,
which will be
4,
hard.
3, 2.
Like they could guarantee 3 because the video. Having him trying to get him on Murder 2 is going to be more difficult. So this motherfucker might walk.
Yeah, which is very, very bad. Because he
Yeah,
definitely deserves
that city's going to catch on fire again.
Yeah, because he 100% deserves legal repercussions beyond just the social repercussions that have already been brought upon him.
Well, apparently he and his wife are paying taxes, so he's going to get fat.
He's what? You keep breaking up.
Apparently he and his wife did not like paying taxes.
Yeah.
So he's definitely going to get fucked because that's a Fed charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Fed posting right there.
But yeah, if you didn't hear about like everything that happened to him, like socially, like his wife, like legit, like almost instantly divorced him, and I assume that divorce is still going through, and that there's no reason for it to have stopped.
Yeah.
And then there's like a whole bunch of other stuff that's happened to him as well.
I feel bad for kind of all the other cops that get pulled into it within them.
Yeah, if the other two cops that didn't do it, like until specifically the knee on the neck moment, the actions and protocols by all the cops was actually very, 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 very well done. They in a lot of different situations trying to de-escalate the situation, and they were dealing with a lot of BS. Floyd, such as him like constantly trying to fall down on the ground and stuff like that. As you hear throughout the video, they say, "Why are you going limp? Stand up, man. Stand up."
Well, I mean, now we know why he was going limp.
Yeah, because of all the fentanil in the system. But
you
until
also
that
had
moment, they did a
the
very good
newbie
job.
cop even questioned name on knee on the neck. He said that this is the proper procedure. They let it go. What you would do?
Stuffy cut out for me.
Because-
Did he cut out for anybody else?
This is an anime podcast.
Yeah, this is an anime podcast. Let's talk about anime or some random bullshit.
Are you trying to tell me that George Floyd isn't worth?
Oh my god! So like the freaking George.
Wait,
Floyd
you're trying to tell me that George Floyd isn't anime?
Are you trying to tell me that George Floyd doesn't believe that 40% is high enough and that we should get that number to 100% suicide rate?
Despite 40%, what?
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Post that meme real quick for you, Stuffy.
You don't you?
Let me post that meme real quick. It's up near the top. Should be pretty quick. Let's find this bad boy.
Comrades, George Floyd doesn't think 41% is high enough.
I remember. So
Here we go.
like while the George Floyd thing was happening, like a lot of the other people were just constantly making memes. The one that made me laugh a lot because it was being said to be transphobic was Officer Chavarez says trans rights.
Oh, Chauvin, that was his name.
Or Chauvin, yeah, something like that. I thought it was like Chavarez or something. It was something I could not pronounce.
No.
Oh my god. I was just like, my god, just hearing all that shit. It was
Oh,
all...
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Going
like how
over your-
John Money said trans rights is the funniest shit
oh
ever.
my god.
Rights to what?
Rights to suicide.
Well, if not right to life.
We hereby give everyone the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness,
Comes
except
back
for
to the
trans.
same thing. Gay people are asking for rights, and I'm like, what are you talking about? The gay man has just as much right to marry a woman as a straight man. They don't need a right.
Oh my god.
Well, now a straight man has just as much rights to marry a man as a gay man does.
Oh yeah. Unknown. From what for your last video, right? The meme one about the
Yeah.
Translations.
Yeah.
I was looking. I saw some of these dub translations for Hunter x Hunter actually, and apparently they made Gon and Killua's relationship a lot more gay in the dub, or at least
heard
implied
about
like
it.
a lot more gay stuff, which makes me very very happy that the first time through I watched the sub.
I've heard about it, but I've never actually watched it dubbed, so I never could confirm it.
13?
What did you say?
Going like 13?
Yeah, Gon and Killua are
Yeah,
12 at the beginning.
I've watched it
13
dubbed
later.
before. I don't think I can't really spot any of that.
It's
Because you're
So
so
if you pay-
desensitized to it.
stuffy gay confirmed.
Oh.
But so most of the translation to them being like much more gay is actually if you watch past the ending theme, there's generally like a Hunterpedia, just like a small bit of like information about extra world
Hunterpedia.
building stuff. So like during the Greed Island arc, there's extra information about like cards and things like that.
Yep.
That part's like Gon and Killua's relationship seem a lot more gay. They wouldn't put it into most of the main show, but they would do it into the side
5,
content stuff.
4, 3, 2.
So you're
Oh,
telling
okay.
me Funimation and other dubbing companies are responsible for people shipping little kids?
I'm not saying it direct, but I wouldn't blame you if that was the conclusion.
Oh man.
But yeah, in the Japanese direct translation, there's like nothing gay about their relationship whatsoever.
Well, like I said,
There's virtually nothing about like them being straight either, because they're kids. They haven't blossomed yet.
Why it's more creepy than anything.
I don't know. You say there's nothing about them being straight, but I watched Gon vs. Pito.
Okay, look, I've watched enough Vice versus Hisoka. Like there's some definite gay representation in Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Gay pedophilic representation, am I right, boys? Hashtag
I mean-
30% of the offenses.
Hisoka says map rights.
Like I was gonna say, I don't know if there's a difference between gay people and pedophiles. But
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Have you guys not seen the statistics about that stuff?
yeah, I don't know. I have. I've seen the Mio Honda statistics.
Mio Honda statistics are great. They're so funny.
What? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the media tried to spin hedge funds as heroes.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Oh yeah, that was
Quite a few
awful. That
times.
was so dumb.
Well, the hilarious thing is the subprime mortgage crisis would have never happened if hedges weren't buying up subprime mortgage slots.
Yeah, hedge fund managers aren't exactly the heroes that you should be parroting.
Look, they're heroes because they go against the common enemy, which is poor people.
I hate them Tories.
Yeah. Those rentzoids. I still love that landlord subreddit you showed me.
Oh, it wasn't me. That was meme lol.
Oh, or Mimo, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, that...
I never...
Yeah, I don't know why I said... that freaking, landlord subreddit is the most glorious thing I've ever seen.
It's so unique, because, like, nobody loves their landlord. I was fascinated by it, too.
It's this giant freaking subreddit just dedicated to loving landlords and hating the attendants. Oh my god.
My headcanon is that only landlords actually use that site, that subreddit.
No, see, my headcanon would be that no landlords are actually on that site, on the subreddit.
It's all just people with landlord fetishes.
Yeah. Look, it's
From
all
what I saw,
it's
there
all
was
just
nothing
women who
sexual
were
about it.
late on their rent and had to pay in other ways.
Dude, there's so many memes about women hating their landlords that meme well posted. It's great.
I know, it's amazing.
It's glorious. You'll have to. I think you'll enjoy some stuff. But you should definitely ask Lo for the for a couple of those memes next time we see him.
Leftist
So,
making
like,
things creepy
we're
via
all
industry they work in.
we're all
No,
in
has to
agreement
make
that
sense.
the Babylon Bee is just like Minority Report of journalism, right?
What? I don't know. I know what Babylon B is, but I don't know much about the Minority Report.
I understood the
Minority
words you
Report is
said.
a movie where the entire plot was they can predict people committing crimes.
Entire
what?
plot,
You cut
Professor
out.
B?
You cut out. I have no idea what you just
Uh,
said.
Minority Report is a movie where the entire plot is future crime. Like, they're arresting people for crimes they're going to commit.
They have a literal system that can
1864?
predict exactly when people are going to commit crimes, and so they arrest them before the people commit those crimes. Is I think what it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And Babylon B is just that for journalism. Like, they predict the headlines a month out.
Oh yeah, it's a freaking parody website and whatnot, and it's just
Have they ever been right?
They've been right all the time. They've been right a
Yeah,
lot.
like, by the way, this is a political satire site.
Yeah, it's political
Oh, okay,
satire.
okay.
It's supposed to
My
be
favorite one that
100%
I've
a joke, not taken seriously, and they just every time they post something, it just gets proven right later on.
My favorite one is a gay man turned straight from single bite a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah, I loved
I
it.
think
It is,
so I
the
was
homophobia
perusing
made
the-
it taste better.
I was perusing the Onion's YouTube channel, and I saw a video that said, Incredibles 2 animator missed birth of their child so that Mr. Incredible could have consistently sized crotch bowl, or something like that. It was pretty funny.
Man, The Onion used to be good.
It used to be. I haven't seen anything funny from them lately. By lately, I mean within a year.
One of my favorite things.
At least 3 years. For
One of my
me.
favorite things from the Onion that I've seen was one called The Money Hole. It's one of those YouTube Onion videos, and it's a bunch of like Onion reporters talking about how they're mad that the government's gonna decide to stop throwing money in the middle of the Arizona desert and burning it.
Well, you sound like you're a million miles away from the mic.
Yeah, you're pretty quiet, Plot.
I was far away. Am I better?
A little.
Well, the other problem is that it's facing the wrong direction.
Rookie mistake.
There we go.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah, you're much louder.
Yeah, it was it's a cardioid mic, so you know it can only it has like that 40-degree range.
You being the running man.
What I was gonna say is my favorite Onion article is one called "The Money Hole," where a bunch of Onion reporters are sitting there arguing with each other about how they're upset that the government's decided to stop throwing money in the middle of the Arizona desert and burning it.
God
The
damn it.
I'd be
American
outrageous if they did that too.
No, the American government needs the money hole. My dad worked 4 jobs so he could throw money in the money hole.
God damn it.
That's amazing.
My favorite, though, I think I saw this like 9 years ago, was the wildebeest one. Where they're talking about how all animals are equal except for those damn wildebeest.
Can't think of anything else that I've really liked from them though. Oh yeah, Unknown, are you caught up with Redo of a Healer? I haven't started watching it yet. I'm waiting for it to all come out first.
I'm caught up. I was disappointed because season 3 just felt like a tease the entire time.
You mean episode 3?
Episode 3, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where he actually like rapes her, right?
No.
No, that was episode 2.
Yeah, that was 2.
Might be.
Episode 3 just is build up to what's going to happen. And it's just so much of a build up and has no conclusion on it, and it's just like, ah, yes, I will take you and you will get your revenge. And then it ends right there. And I was just like, what the
Also, like, there's the issue not going to be able to get away the best part of Redo a Healer, which is the fact that 80% of it's board tie.
Yeah, what's it called?
I couldn't understand you. You were cutting out.
They're not going to get. Oh, they're not going to be able to do the best part of Redo a Healer, which is all of the borderline hentai it has.
No, it's been
doing
punching up. Yeah, they've been adding more to it. They've like doubled down.
Have they though?
Has there been any big drama
there's a
about it?
bit. No, I mean the thing is with like Twitter, people are freak out. It's all performative. So like they're freak out over the tan girl bully anime because there's like it's fucking milquetoast, right? There's nothing actually wrong with it, but it's like popular. So
I don't
niche
know.
shit like this,
I
they
keep
avoid.
forgetting that they freaked out over Nagatoro.
Oh man, there's that. I still love that. What's it called? That one image. Let me see if I can find it before this.
Because it's one of those things where it's like they're freaking out over Nagatoro. Well, that's fucking stupid. And I just go about my day.
From what I understood about the trailer that I saw for the anime, it said she like has a crush on him and just kind of like teases him, right?
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they hate it.
Because it's too real for them.
Look, if you don't
Because
Like the entire premise of the anime,
they
well,
hate
the
it
entire
because
premise of
the
the
usual
manga,
gender roles are reversed. Isn't that what most people on Twitter want?
except they're not reversed.
I gotta get going though. It's getting late.
Aww.
It's been fun listening to you guys say various
But
racist,
I-
homophobic, sexist things.
I was trying to find the one where it says,
one.
where it has Nagatoro saying, "I'm not a fucking N-word, it's just a tan."
Yeah, I know them.
Oh god damn it!
I was hoping that us saying all those homophobic races would enlighten, not just fun at any, but that's okay. Oh yeah, anyway.
Look, I say no to racism, homophobiaism, landphobiaism, and all those things.
I say no to landwellyism.
Fucking eat your vegetables.
Where people don't think I'm attractive because I don't take care of myself.
Shit. You just described 90% of weebs. Alright, so... Dimitri already left. Alright. Well, I'll just DM him and say see them around.
What did Stuffy say? You roboted out completely. I didn't catch a single word you said, man.
Yeah, I know.
In the words of Drexel, they just need to get with the black chick.
Is that a low standards meme?
Well, I mean, they have low standards.
He does compare. He does say they're not women; they're demons.
Demon.
How do you know that black men are terrible? One, they must have low standards because they date black women.
Oh.
They can at least do themselves. They can at least level up a bit and date a white man, but or at least get owned by a white man.
God.
Have some integrity.
Have some have some intent.
Oh my goodness.
Man, Plot's just Alex to give today.
Boss got some zingers today.
He'd be out for blood. He has an unquenchable thirst for blood.
Oh, did you guys see that Ben Shapiro made a video about the Wall Street stuff that was going on?
I did not, but I did hear about. I think it was his sister got breast reduction surgery.
Oh, dude, that
Oh
was like the
my.
worst thing ever.
That's awful. She had such a
That
good-
woman did more to fight anti-Semitism than the ADL ever did.
That's very true. I mean, I don't think her face was super attractive, but she had a very, very nice body.
Eh.
He's right.
Eh.
Those were some good cans.
I
Yep.
still disagree, but what do you...
Rip Booba.
Okay, what do you define as good cans? A cups? You pedophile?
Like, obviously.
No, he's talking about the Kazan milkers.
Look, they're not breast until they're the G cup.
Some nice mommy milkers.
My God, I can't remember.
As soon as
So
she
I
has a
forgot
baby, I'm
what
sure she'll have
anime
money.
actually said that. That is an actual line. And what it is just like it had a giant and they said that. And they were referring to like a normal human girl. Oh my God.
Real women just can't compete, you know?
Yeah.
Run away, little girl.
I'm just gonna guess that Ben Shapiro was on the side of the fucking hedge fund managers.
No.
No. But I'm
Oh, that actually catches me off guard.
I would say something along the lines of like I know Ben Shapiro's hated like all the memes of like his sister and whatnot, as he should. And what's it called? Something tells me that she probably got it not because she needed it or anything, but she wanted the memes to stop.
No, it was apparently actually like a small form of breast cancer.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
really? Fortunate.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not hear anything about it being breast cancer. I thought it said that they just got it as cosmetic.
That's what I had heard at least.
But yeah, Ben Shapiro's take was basically what the Redditors are doing is absolutely hilarious. Wait, let me try my Ben Shapiro impression real quick. What these Redditors
Here,
were
give
doing
us
was
that kind of-
actually hilarious. And the Wall Street people aren't exactly evil for doing what they're doing either. Both sides can be kind of neutral in this situation. He was actually like very centrist. It was kind of weird to see from him.
Well, yeah, that's because he is a centrist.
That oh no, look at the chat. This is what we should have used as the thumbnail.
Investigators release image of...
Fucking great movie.
I don't know what movie that is.
Trading Places. It's a amazing Eddie Murphy movie.
I
As
mean,
soon as you
Eddie
say Murphy,
Murphy's
it's all
funny,
about comedy.
so it must be good.
Run away, little
Okay, basically, it's about a stockbroker who gets his life switched with a homeless guy, based on a bet by two commodities managers
Hmm.
over is it nature or nurture that make him a good stockbroker.
That he just goes inside the other person's body and they kind of try to.
No, it's not like that.
Oh.
His
No,
life
they
is
just, like-
literally switched.
So it's not like one
Like
of the
they
1,000
freeze
other.
his accounts and everything, and
No,
basically break him.
I just noticed something. Eddie Murphy has a lot of movies about swapping bodies or swapping lives or something to do with that.
He does.
It's because Eddie Murphy is a pretty versatile comedian and a very versatile comedic actor.
That's yeah, I agree. I do have a question though for you, Stuffy. You said that you've been watching a lot of you said that you've been watching mainly VTubers lately. What VTubers have you been watching?
Only
Mostly
the very
Nura,
best ones, like
Coco,
Pokimane.
a little bit of Corona, but I usually watch her like when I'm going to sleep because I can wake up and she's still streaming.
Oh my god, the streams are that long?
Her Assassin's Creed streams were 11 hours a pop.
Oh my god, we finally found a long woman to rival a long man.
Well, the funny thing is, she's actually funny.
Oh really? That's good.
Yeah.
What am I, chopped liver over here? I did way longer than Malor.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
My freaking old streams were way longer than Malor's streams.
Yeah, sometimes didn't you have to sometimes break it up into like 2 streams and they'd both be like 6.5 to 7 or 8 hours long?
So we've capped the stream many times. So we found out there's a maximum length that the stream can do before it just doesn't process any.
At around 11 hours.
Yeah.
And then we shitpost like for 3 hours after the stream.
Yeah. Every time we
Yeah.
always do. And I always Stuffy always brings up, it's like, man, you gotta record the after streams because that's like full of the best shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a good reason why they're like the best is because it's not being recorded.
Who would you suggest as like the first VTuber that I start trying to watch?
Depends on how much
Kizuna
time you want to dedicate to any one person.
It's simple. Kizuna Ai.
Oh my god, Kiara just put Island Stonks Rising on for her Animal Crossing. Probably, I would definitely suggest an English VTuber first, simply because it's a little easier.
Yeah, it'll most likely be an English one because I tend to
Project
prefer not
Melody.
to like. I think everybody already watches her. Am I right?
Oh,
Probably stay away from V Shoujo because it's all Coomer jokes.
literally all of it. All of it is.
Yeah. I would actually suggest Koopa Channel.
But nah.
Just because this person did a gun cleaning ASMR.
Oh really? I'm not too into ASMR though. I like actual.
Well, they
video
also
streams.
usually play like Devil May Cry or God Hand.
Ah, I got it.
So their selection of games is pretty solid. Gura is kind of funny.
I've seen some funny
Lena
clips of
does
her.
really chill does really chill streams, and is
Who do
extremely
really chill
funny.
streams?
Ina,
Ina?
yeah.
Just type the name in the chat so I can.
Look,
Give me a second. I'll
later.
just fucking link it. Oh God, her name is that long. Her fucking channel name is that long.
Nanners is Coomer incarnated. Yeah, despite that.
Yeah, Neanders had to reinvent herself after she went full Tumblr because she had decided to reinvent herself from being the pump girl.
Kimochi. What's this sticky stuff on me? I hate lolicons, but I constant pander to them. I
pretty
will
much.
shit on them, but I will take all their money. I didn't actually change. I only said I am against it.
Quick question unknown. Has there been more like VTuber drama than there has been redo of a healer drama?
Yes, by far.
Yeah.
It's not even close. It's not even a close competition.
Do you have like a specific favorite piece of drama?
I don't know.
All the VTuber stuff is hilarious.
I mean, if I think, like, I have it saved somewhere, and I haven't looked into it much, but I thought there was like one that just started accusing another of pedophilia for like almost the stupidest like Twitter spat.
Okay, that's different type of VTuber stuff.
Yeah.
That's VTwitter.
Yeah. VTuber
Like,
Twitter.
there's a joke about yet to debut VTubers.
Oh my god, yes, that the joke is real as well.
What's the joke?
That they're fucking awful people doing it just for clout.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they are. First of all,
specifically the debut TBA.
Yeah, to be decided.
To be announced, yeah.
Or to be
look,
announced.
Stuffy, no matter how many times you tell me, you can't convince me that a woman will be funny on me.
Okay, just watch some Sakura Miko clips where she sets her entire house on fire in Minecraft.
That sounds awesome.
It's hilarious. Like, part of the funny is, especially with someone like Pekora, is she will start to get cocky, and then life will slap her in the face. And because
all women need to be occasionally.
because most of these girls would not function in normal society.
I'm not going to watch that. First of all, I'm not autistic enough to watch people play Minecraft, let alone play it myself.
Bruh, I guess I'm just a peak autist right now because I've been playing Minecraft.
Did I cut out again?
No.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
Maybe,
I
who
did.
knows?
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. You were talking, and all of a sudden you went quiet. So I was like, "Did I just cut out, or did it drop me?"
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know. I don't find watching Minecraft for people too interesting unless they're like really, really good at the game or extremely.
Well, you're not
extremely good at
watching
building.
it because they're good with the game. You're watching it because they
Their personality.
usually interact. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. I don't know. I'll try out the one. You
Really,
suggest.
with Miko though, it was her playing GTA 5 that caught on. Because she's the one who she's the first one that said the N-word. She's
Oh, yeah, I've seen that clip. That clip's so funny.
She's also the one that cried over because she ran over a bunny with a bike.
I think I've seen that clip. Too.
She's also the one that enforced quarantine.
I have not.
Okay, it's literally her just saying "stay home and social distance" while shooting people with a sniper rifle.
Stay home. Stay home. I loved it.
Sounds
Yeah.
great.
No, like Miko's legit funny.
Mika, the one I'm thinking of is orange haired, right?
Pink hair, Sakura Miko.
Okay. I must have confused the N-word clips.
Oh man.
There was a
There's a
orange
lot
one.
of them that said the N-word.
Yeah,
Five,
especially if they were
four,
playing GTA 5
three,
because the way that he says it.
Nanestedayo.
It's great.
Yeah. Like if Photon is playing Siege, you need to watch it because she's legit at Siege.
Oh, good, actually.
Yeah. Like if I remember correctly, she was part of a contenders team before she joined Hollow Live.
Oh wow, that's
4,
impressive.
3,
Yeah.
Siege is a tough
One.
game.
Yeah,
I've
and like
seen
you can
gameplay of it, and it's
she does
the
the
thing
thing
about-
that makes you know she's good
I mean,
because she's constantly droning.
I don't know that much about Siege, so if you're gonna go into detail, it'll probably be lost on me.
So what do you mean?
Well, she constantly uses her drone to like check corners and all.
Ah, I gotcha.
I don't know what game we're talking about.
Wait, are you talking about
Rainbow
Rainbow
Six
Six Siege? Okay, I thought you were talking like at
4,
Siege, the
2,
like
1.
night game.
No.
My bad. Yeah, I understand I understand now what you mean by drone.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean by drone? They're in medieval time.
Yeah.
Polka is actually kind of entertaining too.
Are you trying to say you didn't have drones back in medieval times?
I mean, how else
Obviously,
were they
the
supposed to
government
kill
did.
brown people?
By claiming it's not racist because a brown person did it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
A volley of arrows, the drone strike of the medieval ages.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh my god. I still love that historian meme though. It was like how Hollywood movies depict war back then, and it just shows them going, breaking the castle and everything, and then how in reality it actually was, and it just showed them
4,
saying, "I'm gonna
3,
fucking sit in here for
2,
2 years
1.
while you're standing there," and then they said, "I'm gonna sit out here for 2 years while you're standing in there."
Yeah, that meme is very funny.
Yep.
Hey, they would occasionally catapult dead cows into the town to make them die of disease quicker.
Yeah, or poison just upstream.
Yeah. Nope. Did somebody disconnect?
Nope.
No, Stuffy's gone.
4,
Yeah, I'll
3,
screw him then.
2, 1.
We never liked him.
He never needed him anyway.
He's just been holding me back. I'm going solo.
All these years. He's been preventing us from reaching Discord. Or gone.
He's been preventing us from reaching true Discord mod status.
All this
Fucking
time,
actually tried to do that.
he stopped us from reaching a top tier live stream on YouTube
4,
quality all these
3,
years.
2,
He's
1.
been getting us demonetized.
Has
Susan,
not-
no, it wasn't Unknown's fault. It was Stuffy's. Ban him.
Only stuff he said the N-word, I swear.
Wait, what?
I had nothing to do with it. Never say anything about the Jews.
He's holding plot at gunpoint. Please stop this.
Oh my god, fucking Wang!
Plot loves the gays and the Negroes. Please. Can you never say those without me?
4, 3, 2.
Fucking Wang
1.
just. I think he might have just killed Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I
Wait,
saw
what?
that. That was great.
Send this clip.
Honestly, though, like, that was a great bit.
This you? Ooh.
Oh yeah, have any of you guys played Cyberpunk 2077?
No, because I'm not an idiot. I'm going to wait 6 months.
I might
Yeah.
wait a year.
Like, I knew this is just the rule of games nowadays. If it's not a
Yeah,
remake,
don't pre-order.
you wait 6 months.
Yeah, never pre-order any games.
Fucking easy peasy.
What do you do?
What did he say this time?
The only person I follow who follows Jimmy Kimmel is Movie Bob. Let that sink in.
That's amazing.
Like shit, that's pretty evil.
Actually, I'm gonna see if I follow anyone that follows him. How the fuck do you spell Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmey.
J
Kimmel, I believe.
IMM.
Or maybe it's Kimmel.
Fuck it.
It's 2 M's.
Gotcha.
Jimmy Kimmel used to be funny, by the way.
During the blackface days, sure.
Yeah, like I hate to say it that way, but yeah. It's just like Sarah Silverman used to be funny up until like 2014.
Most comedians are funnier whenever they're doing edgy stuff.
Well, also Sarah Silverman, I think she realized where Hollywood was going and was like, yeah, I'm gonna get murdered if they find out about this shit. Because she still has one of my favorite 9/11 jokes.
Oh, okay. So, of all the
9/11 jokes
people
are my
that I
favorite
follow,
9/11 jokes.
here's the people that I follow that also do it. So mine's H3H3, Vsauce, Chris Pratt, YouTube creators, Kanye West, and YouTube.
What was that list supposed to be?
And that's the everyone that follows Jimmy Kimmel that I also follow.
Read the list one more time.
Give me a second. Oh. Alright, cool. Thankfully I was outbid. Alright, so mine's H3H3, Vsauce, Chris Pratt, YouTube creators, YouTube, and Kanye West.
Do you like H3H3 stuff?
No.
Do you just follow him for the drama stuff or what?
Oh yeah.
I gotcha.
Purely just for drama and just to laugh at the bullshit.
His feud with Keemstar was so retarded.
It was so legendary.
Wait, which one?
All of them.
The more recent one. The sponsors one. If you want a good video covering and talking about H3H3's coverage, there was a smaller guy that I found called Nicholas Diorio.
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
followed Nick Diorio for a long time. Although he actually blocked me.
What did he block you for?
Okay, so it's actually funny because I just think he completely misread what I said. Mine was actually making fun of furries and lollies, but he thought I was defending lollies, and that was back when he was freaking blocking people for defending lolly. And I was like, how the hell do you misread that? Like, how do you even misread that as a support?
How do you even try to defend lolicons?
Everybody except for you, apparently. Oh my god, that was so good.
I defend the right to bully.
Of course, you would defend lolicons. You're barely any different in height.
I said I defend the right to bully.
5'7".
What?
I'm not that short.
Plot, Dimitri isn't here right now.
Ooh. I'm 6'3".
He's not?
Nah, Dimitri left just like a bit ago.
Shoot.
They made their outro and everything.
It's so weird. I'm like one of the usually in Discord. I'm like a decently fit guy, so by Discord I'm like one of the chattest people around. In this voice call, I'm like the bottom of the tier list.
That's because all of us are over 6 feet tall.
I know.
It's mostly because everyone who's 6 feet tall or higher have the same opinion because they're all just correct in life.
Dude, take that back because Jeff Thew exists.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that's correct. That's
Look, he is so tall though it ruins his back, which also makes him have worse opinions.
Well,
He's so tall it ruins his.
honestly, like that's because he needs to do exercises
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
and
fair,
very
now,
specific exercises. Like, plus his job has him over a computer. If he doesn't have a specially made desk, his back is going to be fucked
He has editors.
due to that.
I've been having a job over a computer for like 8 months, and my back is already starting to get crap.
Yeah, and you actually do enough exercise to where your back should not be fucked.
Yeah, and like I remember watching Plot do these exercises. Like he did it like right before he would go write in his booklet, and then go around town writing in his book, and then people just happen to die as well.
Wait, are we saying that Plot's the Zodiac killer now? I thought that was Ted Cruz.
No, I'm
He was
saying he.
referring-
I keep saying that
sounded
I
like
just
Yaga.
remember Plot as Mikami from Death Note.
Those
Uh.
back flips over the notebook while writing names.
Man, that last season of Death Note was terrible.
That's what I've always heard. I haven't actually seen Death Note yet.
Barely makes any sense. It's just kind of.
I completely forgot that that character existed.
Mikami.
Yeah.
I keep saying that that's Plot.
And he's like
That's
an
what Plot looks
actually
like.
important character in that season.
I don't know. That might just be you. I seem to remember him just fine.
What I understand, like, if you take the manga about writing manga written by those same people into consideration, they basically kind of admit that they wanted it to end much sooner.
Yeah, from what I've heard.
Yeah,
Shonen
but
Jump
that
occasionally
that
tries
manga
to-
also proved that they don't know how to end a fucking manga.
It ended with them becoming successful and him marrying his.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it ended before he married her.
Who?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Bakuman.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, what? Are we talking about Death Note still?
He bought the house and then he like drove over there and then like proposed.
Yeah, it ended with him getting engaged. All they needed was one
Mika,
fucking
okay,
panel.
Ragtag.
No, there's a huge difference in emotional payoff between the marriage and the proposal. Like, yeah, you get the point, but there's a huge change.
I wouldn't know, as I'm the most Chad person ever, and I never look at. I never give them any of my attention.
It's too chat. He's only got the one Cyclops eye, and he looks away from them all. All of them. Literally flat as cardboard.
That makes it so delicious. And
Is there any
secretly,
meme that's as good as the Chad versus the Virgin?
I don't think there's a single meme that's nearly as versatile either.
It's pretty versatile. And it gains a lot of versatility by you just being able to like change it.
Yeah, it's a very simple art style, so if you have any sort of artistic ability, you're very easily able to replicate it.
You corrected yourself like there was a difference.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Michelangelo was autistic.
Well, yes.
Did you see how much painting he did on the top of the Sistine Chapel? Man had to be to do that much work.
Not painting. Those were frescoes. There's a difference. And it is an important difference.
Okay, I'm not autistic enough to know that Stuffy.
It's true. Neither am I. I'm not artistic. Or
Why don't you
however you
enlighten?
pronounce it.
Frescoes are done in plaster instead of paint, so you get one chance. Like, you're literally adding the dye as the plaster dries. And
Sounds
so
like he's
any
even more
fuck up
autistic
is
than I
stuck there. Yeah.
previously believed.
No, you have to be extremely autistic and OCD to do frescoes.
That's
Because
insane.
there's
Who
no
may be the best
icon
artist?
makeup.
Is like
That's
Michelangelo
what's so
widely
impressive
considered to
about
be?
it.
Yeah, is he considered like by most to be the best artist to have ever lived?
What about me?
One of.
Definitely not one of the worst.
Yeah. No, he's considered one of the best Renaissance artists.
You mean like those people at the fairs?
Pretty close.
I don't know. Those people at the fair seem pretty autistic.
He's a bit above the people who draw anime waifus on Twitter, but a bit below me. And I draw while I'm bored at.
Oh my god.
Hello? Did I
Yeah, I'm
cut
just
out?
laughing at
I'm
those.
sorry. I was just fantasizing about Michelangelo drawing anime girls on Twitter.
Art then versus art now. Those things. And
This is
Well, he
This
tended
says
to
so much
do
about our
shit
society.
that was way more complicated than drawing on a Wego.
I don't know. That's
I mean, he sculpted David.
yeah, but he didn't sculpt Goliath.
Yeah, big whoop.
Yeah.
He sculpted the Virgin, not the Chad.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, he sculpted the one that won.
David
But
and
did he ever
Goliath is
slay?
the original.
But did he ever slay
Wait a minute,
in that way?
You're right. David and Goliath is the original Chad versus Virgin meme. It literally is.
The Bible truly foretold the greatest battle.
That's just amazing to think about. Is that the Chad and the Virgin meme is just so versatile that it's happened throughout all time, apparently.
If you really think about it, every Bible is a Chad versus Virgin meme.
The Virgin Mary versus the Chad. I don't even
David. Or
Goliath.
what was her husband?
I mean, if we wanted to start talking about the New Testament, it would probably be the Virgin Mary versus the Chad Mary. I love the fact that only Plot got that joke.
One washes feet, the other one just cries in front of the execution.
That's true.
Well, no, it was one got no dick, the other got lots of dick.
Oh my god, I'm trying to find.
That would make her a Stacy, not a Chad.
Yeah, but keeping with the meme.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were doing like Mary Magdalene and then oh shoot, he's right. Never mind. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Virgin Mary versus Mary Magdalene, dude.
The former.
Oh, okay. Isn't she involved in the one that talks about like how where it goes the meme where it's all like she would seek those with something the size of horses and stuff like that. Is that where that quote comes from?
No, that was a different person.
Mary Magdalene washed the feet of Jesus with perfume, but it was perfume that like you can assume from context that she was a hooker. Or it used to be.
Well, you can assume from context of, and by assume I mean you know for a fact that she was at least an adulteress.
I'm almost
Because she was
po-
going to be, when Jesus found her, she was going to be stoned for adultery.
Yeah, I'm almost positive I heard this story on Monkey Jones' channel.
Yeah, because it's one of the biggest stories in the Bible.
I'm not sure if that's the same person.
That's Mary Magdalene.
The one
Remember,
that was
let he who was without sin cast the first stone?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Mary Magdalene.
that's a good quote. That's a good quote.
Oh no, the quote in another variation of the Bible is "Let he who has not lain with her cast the first stone."
Ooh, that's an even better call out. That's amazing. That's
That
sick.
moment when no one can cast the first stone.
Yeah, that was the
not
point.
even the women or the children too. I gotta tell you, I don't remember anything from back whenever I went to church as a child. I just spaced out during the lessons.
I remember churches. Does that count?
No,
No.
Their fried chicken sucks.
this is true. It does.
Look, if I don't have
Like, it's still better than KFC.
if I don't have a bucket of grease by the end, is it really fried chicken?
Yeah, because like Popeyes has
If I
the
don't
best
have
fried
heart
chicken out of
failure.
fast food. Their like spicy fried chicken is awesome.
Look, just like how Popeyes tweeted out, they are nothing without their black community.
I mean, where's the lie?
Like a Walmart shirt that says "I am Black History."
Plot, what was that one joke that you made one time about in chat about how Papa or Churches was like the biggest killer of black people in 2019 or something like that from heart failure?
I took a picture of a Popeye's chicken sandwich, and I said I finally got my hands on the chicken sandwich that killed more black people than cops.
Yeah.
Well, that's not hard to do.
God damn, that one's rough.
Oh, it was super funny.
Oh my god, man. That's absolutely insane.
Man, I want Chappelle's show to come back so that he'll do Tyrone the Crackhead about the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Actually, I just want Chappelle's show to come back. That shit was great.
The Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
No, Ryan Chappelle.
I thought there was like I think there's like a Steve Chappelle that I'm vaguely aware of.
That's Steve Carell.
Maybe.
Man, I'm just sitting here waiting for my 3D printer to come in because I'm going to make bookends.
Finally, in 3D print fried chicken.
I wish. Honestly,
He'll
I'm kind of
become the
waiting
leader
for
of the black
fucking.
community.
If the printable meat actually doesn't taste like ass, I would totally make 3D printed chicken.
Stuffy, what you should do is you should go to you should 3D print a whole bunch of fried chicken and bring it to some sort of like BLM meeting or group, but show up in a Ku Klux Klan outfit. But because of all your fried chicken, obviously, it'll be great.
Oh, so that reminds me, I've had this idea for a while. All right, so there's a bunch of different people on YouTube who make like stupid inventions that are impractical. All right, but I feel like there's this untapped market of an offensively impractical invention.
R slash
Define offensively impractical.
Okay, so
inventions. Like,
I
give me an
believe it
example.
So
was.
I've had here's a few that I've thought of for a while.
I think that's R slash
Make
actual design.
make a turret like robot that it uses AI and machine learning to only shoot at black people holding fried chicken.
What? So all.
I see where you're going with this. It's terrifying.
Make a
Bruh, who needs cops
coffee.
anymore?
Make a coffee machine that does pour over coffee and reads you the Communist Manifesto at the same time.
It has to
that's
specifically make
First of all,
Starbucks
man,
coffee.
that just sounds terrible because it sounds like you're making terrible coffee.
No, that what's it called? It specifically has to be Starbucks coffee.
So yeah, it's specifically, basically, you call it the barista replacement. It makes a coffee while reading you the Communist Manifesto and finding a local e-girl stream.
Asking if you're subscribed to their girlfriend's
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans account.
Man,
Starbucks' OnlyFans account. It gives you a picture of the Starbucks girl weekly.
No joke, you
Mirror-
could probably search that online and find it.
A mirror that only deep fakes you onto the body of a fat black woman.
oh, that's
Oh my
actually
God.
gross.
I might actually kill myself.
I mean, there's a whole untapped market of impractically offensive inventions there that needs to be on YouTube.
I think for you to call it an untapped market, you have to at least show the market first.
I mean, he's already discovered at least a market of 3.
I mean, I wouldn't buy. I mean, I'd buy them. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
Why
would you
would
watch the video?
That's the point. Would you watch a video of someone who teaches their Alexa only to respond to insult that recognizes dialect and then only responds with offensive insults and slurs?
Yeah, sounds like a worthy invention.
Like,
I'd get it.
Look, man, there's a porno site called Deaf and Degraded. There's a
What?
market for everything.
so you got a voice recognition device, and it can tell if you sound white. It responds by calling you a cracker ass. All right.
But bruh, that's not offensive at all. That's
Dude, come
funny.
on. You gotta get better than that. You gotta at least get to Mayo Monkey.
Mail Monkey's still too funny. None of these are offensive.
Like, dude, I think that's the problem that everyone's run into with white, fucking, with
Insults.
white racial slurs is they're just too fucking funny.
I agree.
If
Bro,
someone
no joke. Whenever I was working at my job back at a gas station, this one black person got super angry at me and they started yelling at me, calling me cracker, and I busted up laughing in their face. I could not help it. It was so funny.
you get
Bro, freaking! I just looked. Turkey Tom is like super vanished from the internet again.
well, I think he got kicked off for a while because he violated the YouTube policy of not insulting other YouTubers or something.
No,
Wait, that's a policy?
that there is a policy.
It's a
for
newer
that,
one.
but what's it called? That's not what happened. It's like he vanished after he made like this video, and like Pyrocynical did like a response to it and all that shit. And then like people started hating Turkey Tom and whatnot, and he just hasn't been on since. I doubt that it was
Well, I will
POS.
say he does a very good job of
because
right when he notices he's about to cow out, he disappears for a minute.
yeah, and I was about to say, well, I don't know about that, but I'm saying, what's it called? He hasn't like it's not just YouTube. He hasn't been on in a while. He like hasn't even been on Twitter. Like it's still back from the day he left.
I know for a while he was banned on Twitter, but I don't know if that's still true. But yeah, it was really weird to see that that Pyrocynical. It came out like whenever the drama was really new. Generally, most of the time, Turkey Tom tends to wait quite a while for most of the information to be out before he makes any sort of video on something.
So, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. Create a online survey waifu builder, but it only returns you a picture of an anime waifu with Danny DeVito's head attached to it.
That's horrific.
Bruh. That sounds awesome.
Oh my god. So the last thing he liked and retweeted was fact. Zaptai is being blackmailed and framed. Don't listen to these people. It's clear backstab. And because Zaptai gave Turkey Tom that Twitter @ and Twitter account, it's pretty much trying to say that he's being blackmailed and framed. God. That's the last thing you freaking liked and Hey, if you're gonna end it on a joke, I say.
How about another joke?
A different joke? Well, we got the joke police here.
Yeah, wait a minute. Now you're saying you think that's funny? It is, and I'm tired of pretending that it's not.
Yep.
What?
I love the Joker.
Claude, have you seen the Joker?
No, I haven't.
I think you'd
Yeah.
like
So
it.
that's one
Probably
of
check
the
it out.
lines when they talk about how the Joker just started an entire movement of killing people and shit like that. And he starts laughing. He's like, "You think it's funny?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm tired of saying it isn't, or something like that. It was something along those lines.
I'm tired of pretending it isn't.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That movie was really good.
Oh
That
yeah.
movie was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. It's one of the few. Like, here's the thing: you almost never see me praise movies outside of anime, and that is definitely one that I'd say it was definitely worth the money in my to go to the movie theaters.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be bad and not very good. I loved. It was really good. I think you'd like it a lot. Sadly, Joker doesn't pull out crime sticks and start siding, but still pretty good.
I just
Listen.
like what's it called? So there's this add-on for Twitter, and it will let you know like what happened to one of your followers if they unfollowed you, if they are suspended or whatnot. And I'm just looking, and I looked at like the people that got suspended, and it's just really funny because the last person who got suspended that was following me name was Keckler. No, Keck Hitler. As in a laughing Hitler.
Man,
I was like, yeah, it's like there's a clear reason why these people get banned. It's like
yeah, like that's the thing. I think that time they went by a lot of usernames.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like what's it called? There definitely is the community that flat out doesn't care if they're banned or not anymore, and that a lot of them try to speed run it, and a good chunk of them built.
Well, yeah, there's
a good chunk of them built an entire cult around it. I mean, I think the biggest two people that have like their insane cult that at any time they pop up, literally, one of them was okay. One's Yodachi and the other's Trill. The thing about Yodachi though is that it was 6 months later. They like left Twitter for 6 months, give or take, probably somewhere around 3. But still, they left it for that long, and then the day they made it, they got their like entire insane following all the way back. I was like, Jesus Christ, these people are like actually dedicated to it.
Yeah, a cult of personality.
It's an insane one.
Hey,
I still think they had the funniest comeback to Twitter. So they made fun of all the people that say suspended, help me find my friends. And then so they made a meme that it showed the virgin dog meme where it's like help me find my friends, and it showed you like the Chad what's it called? The Chad guy and said fuck finding my friends. retweet to help find my enemies.
Yeah.
Because, like, here's the thing. I 100% believe that if there was a freedom of speech website and everything like that, that they would not kick you off for literally anything. I don't think Yodachi would ever go to it because it wouldn't be as fun. I think they enjoy fucking with people on Twitter so much to the point that they can't do without that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like that is it's respectable. Like, what's it called? In the sense.
I think it's the same thing with ER. Person's just kind of a memer.
Yeah,
They
well,
just want to clown on people.
well,
Well, it
no,
was one of those
Yodashi's not a
things-
memer. Well, I mean, they are a memer, but they mean it. they legitimately mean the shit they say. In fact, they literally freak. Like, anytime someone says, "Oh, they're just joking," they will go and say, "I'm not joking. I truly believe this." And then, like, and then I remember they hound people anytime they think that they're just being ironic. Because they actually legitimately hate irony boys, you
Really?
know?
Wait, Dochi?
Yodashi.
Oh. I'm thinking of someone else then.
Yeah. Oh man. So it's just it's an amazing, like, it's the craziest Twitter group. And it's like there's the J memes and stuff like that. And it's like there's a lot of other Twitter group ones. And it's like they're all like crazy, and it's just an intoxicating like thing to follow. It's just like it's just hilarious.
And then the absolute funniest thing to watch is all the Coomers.
That's Christian Twitter.
Unsurprisingly, actually.
There was do you remember that one unknown? You remember I think it was like 2 weeks back. It was you and I in a call, and like some other people like hopped in occasionally. Mostly meet you and I for like 4-ish hours. There was this. We posted like some NSFW photos of some different characters and stuff like that.
5,
And there was this
4,
one guy
3,
who literally
2,
DM'd me asking
1.
where I found one of the photos. Dude was an absolute coomer. Like he was like desperate.
Bruh.
He like
Do you have the sauce on that?
yeah, he was like, so where'd you find it? I was like, I have no clue. I just stole this from somebody. I just took this from a friend who had posted it on a Discord server. And so the guy's like, he then asks, can you ask them where they found it? And I was like, sure, dude. And it took me it took 2 hours for the other person to respond. But like twice within that 2-hour period, this dude asked me again and again where the photo came from.
You know, the funny thing is,
dude
he
was
could have done a
crazy.
reverse image search in like
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, he told me that he tried that and he never found the person who posted it, but maybe he's just an idiot.
Well,
Probably.
that's to be
I
expected.
mean, he is the
Coomers.
Coomer, so let's.
Yeah.
He was from this Discord, so he might be listening right now.
I don't know
mean,
who
it
that is.
does. It is really hard to do a reverse image search one-handed.
Oh my God.
Beware.
Yeah, it was apparently the person said that it was from some sort of like Twitter artist. So I don't know if like Twitter art doesn't come up whenever you reverse image search or not, but
No, it
I don't know.
does. You just gotta know how to find it.
Unknown, you'd know how to find it. You're apparently a god at that sort of thing.
No, of finding
Beware.
stuff, or that specifically?
At finding stuff.
Okay, yes.
Do you want to tell us one of those stories? Because I think I've only ever heard like.
Which one?
I honestly don't remember. It's been quite a while.
No, which?
Just tell us a story.
Of what?
Beware.
You finding something like crazy, like something that somebody didn't think you would ever be able to find on the internet. Like, what's just like an interesting story of you finding something that was
So-
like really lost?
There's one day that someone wanted to test my skills because I told them
Beware.
I worked in information and all that shit and whatnot. And so and I was like, yeah, I can definitely usually tell like who's what and whatnot. And it's like, I never usually come out and say it like publicly unless I absolutely without a doubt say it's them. The thing was, it they went and they wanted to test it, and so they made an account, and I had to guess what this account was and everything. And they wanted me to try to find out who they are. And not only can the thing is, I guessed who it was right at the beginning, like within the first day, but they made the rule that I have to have proof on who they are, or else they won't confirm or deny. And because it's like I had the speculation based off how they typed and how they were like the kind of personality of the person who was typing. And I was like, all right, I'll take on this challenge and I'll prove it is you. So for a little while, I talked to Stuffy and thinking, and Stuffy did make me think it wasn't them for a little bit, and that threw me off just for a little bit. But I came back to it, and I was like, no, it definitely is them. So what Stuffy said was like, it can't be them because that's way too funny to be them.
I'm trying to remember who it was.
I know who it is. I'm saying it from the end. And so this Twitter account they rarely use. Like they like post a tweet or two for a while.
Oh
And
God, it was Chandler.
Yep. Way to say it, as I'm coming. So what's it called? It turns out that I was like, all right, I just like cross because they barely followed anyone, but there was one thing that they did is they mentioned one specific person, and I was like, finally, I got you. So I went and showed through the things that Chandler was the only person that follows them, and then of all the Pseudo Intellectual podcast members, because that was their only hint they gave right at the beginning, is that they're a Pseudo Intellectual podcast member, because I have like 14 of those. So, and what's it called? They talked about one specific person. I showed how no one else followed them at all, and Chandler's the only one that followed them. And it was showed quite a few things actually led to them, because it wasn't just that. I also saved quite a few of their tweets, stuff like that. I mean, you could probably ask them. It was a crazy like giant thread showing that it was them, and it was just undeniable by that point. And then they're like,
I was
all right,
actually
you got
surprised
me.
it was him because I didn't think he was capable of being that funny.
Yeah, he was like, all right, you got me. Did someone say something? Because that was like
No.
super faded.
I like
No.
heard I think there was like some woman that just said good night on somebody's.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
know.
was-
I was like, what?
I was playing Persona 5, and that's
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
wasn't even a real woman.
yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
voice actors aren't real women.
I mean, from the look of it, a lot of them are
Built different.
shit.
A lot of them are
Built
shit.
different.
Well, I mean, yeah, but nah.
To finding a non-shit woman. You fool.
What's your unrealistic fetish that a woman would love me for real?
Like, what do I have to do? I'm already 6 foot tall. Thick head of hair.
I don't even get
that.
that excuse. I don't get the 6 foot tall excuse.
and can bench press 260 pounds. What do I need to do? What's
Okay, I don't have
wrong?
either of those excuses.
I can't bench 260 anymore. That's a lie. I've been lazy.
I need to get back in the gym. I've mainly just been going on runs and stuff like
See, alright. I suffered from a root canal. Alright, I got my gym membership once I started my job, like a month after I started. And then like a month and a half afterwards, my tooth started hurting like crazy for because I had a root canal, and it took like 2.5 months of going to the dentist before where I went to them the first time. They said, "Oh, I don't see anything wrong with your tooth," and they sent me home. And then like 2.5 weeks later, it starts like swelling on the gum all while it's still hurting, and I'm like, all right, I'm calling an endodontist, and then they schedule an appointment for me 2 weeks out because COVID, and then I go to that, and they say, yep, you have a infected tooth, you need a root canal, and then I had to wait like another 3 weeks after that to actually get the appointment for the root canal, and all the while I'm just in too much pain to go to the gym. And now I'm lazy and out of shape.
I need
Long
to, I haven't brushed my teeth for the last 3 days, but that's because I've got a massive canker sore on the underside of my, and it hurts like
long
a
story
bitch.
short, screw the dentist. No, it's my
Yeah,
own fault for not brushing better.
it's
I mean, plot. If you keep not brushing good, it's gonna end up like a Monogatari scene.
Mm.
I mean, is it
wait, Plot
really
has
a
a
bad
sister?
thing
Is she
to?
hot?
Wish. I don't have either.
It will be like him going to the dentist, and they do that.
His big brother dentist.
Oh man. Everyone went silent. 6 feet tall, fat as heel. Twitter drama is a fetish for kinda. I mean, it's something that brings me joy. It's just literally seeing all this.
I learned from a very young age to not let things affect me, at least
I'm not
emotionally
saying it
wise, because
affects me. I'm just saying it's
I just
hilarious.
yeah, but what I'm saying is I learned to just kind of like not let stuff get to me emotionally. So it's kind of weird for me to see all these people who either don't control their emotions or don't before they speak.
Mm-hmm. After profit. You know, if that drops, I'm definitely getting it. I don't give a shit. At least gonna. So what's it called? I'm trying to think. The raid's almost done, so I'm almost ready to end the podcast, but that will be like another 20 minutes. I'm trying to see if there's anything else left to talk about.
I don't know. I think we covered all three topics.
We covered all three topics in like the first hour.
Oh,
But yeah, I was talking about after I joined, but yeah. I guess we got all the topics covered quite a few times.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything. I mean, there's I don't know. Is there any? I don't know. Is there anime that y'all been watching besides that, or maybe watched?
We've
Talk about
already discussed that.
anything else you want
I
to talk
mean,
about? Any other
I
anime?
it's not a current one, but I watched the Porco Rosso movie and absolutely loved it.
I still have not seen Porco Rosso. Isn't that
I would
the
highly
one
recommend
that
it.
Studio Ghibli one?
Yeah, it's a Studio Ghibli one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. Is that the one with like the fish girl thing?
No, that's Ponyo.
No, that's fine. Okay. And I
Porco Rosso there is a plane pilot who is a pig. Or at least that is what we see him as during most of the story, except for very specific parts, which you should pay attention to. It informs a lot about his character. It's a very, very, very good movie, as well as he's like extremely charismatic. It has some amazing dialogue.
All right.
I was hearing people complain about how the guy who did all the Ghibli films was a little too fanatical about the environment the other day.
What do you mean? You mean Ayano Miyazaki?
Naruto?
What did you say there, Plot? You cut out for me.
Oh, I remember hearing someone complain about how they didn't like Miyazaki because he's a little too fanatical about environmental stuff.
Yeah, he always has to take like a vacation to what he's talking about and try to like get one with the freaking thing, and then he pretty much works them to death from what I heard about it. Well, not
Yeah,
works them to death,
the man's
but
work is
demands high
amazing.
quality.
His environmental designs are ludicrously great, especially in Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind. That
No, I
film
meant
is
like
drop dead gorgeous.
I meant like
Four,
message-wise in the
3,
stories, not like
2, 1.
Oh, then
backgrounds.
I have no clue what they mean by that.
He just has a lot of movies that are like about man versus the environment.
I mean, he has a lot of
Oh.
movies that involve nature in a lot of different ways, but
Yeah.
that's mainly because like Japanese folktales have a lot to do about nature. To my knowledge, it's just kind of the culture he grew up in.
No,
And like
these aren't.
even then, what'd you say?
Oh, I was gonna say these aren't my opinions on them. This is just something I'm just remembering overhearing someone say.
Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to let you know, because you've heard that, now you've heard something different. It's up to you to decide who to believe exactly. But I mean, a lot of his films aren't exactly man versus nature either.
Or man's effect on nature. So, all right, like he's got there's the one where I'm drawing a blank on the name where the girl her parents turn into pigs and she works at the
Spirit
pig.
Away,
Yeah.
Chihio.
That one's about spirits.
Yeah. Spirited Away. You know, she befriends the dragon boy.
Yeah.
And then she remembers his
Kohaku
name, and
Rivers.
he was a river that got filled with garbage
Kohaku Rivers.
and then got paved over or something.
I don't remember if it was that the river got paved over. I know that it was dirty at one point. But
And then there was the same with the spirit of that like sage that gave her the little thing because she like cleaned him of the filth and garbage and stuff. And then you've got shoot.
The story
Princess
about
Mononoke.
prostitution.
You've got Princess Mononoke, where it's also you got like the Iron Forge workers who are like
well, yeah,
invading
the Iron. If you watch the movie is very much neutral on the topic of which side is correct.
That's true. That one is.
Also, the Deer God I fucking loved the design of that thing. I thought it looked
Shoot,
amazing.
that thing is awesome.
Yeah, that thing is so sick. But yeah, that movie is very neutral towards it. And
if you've played Breath of the Wild, encountering like the weird spot on top of this mound where you can see like the king of the mound, which is like this blue fairy-like thing.
It's just
It's
just
like
a
a
deer
horse.
design turned blue. That's all.
It is, but there's a lot of Breath of the Wild that channels a lot of Hayao Miyazaki art stuff,
Yeah.
and that was like one of the biggest areas in the game where you're like, oh wow, this is like it was very clear it was trying to be like Princess Mononosuke
Yeah. I didn't.
illusion.
Yeah, I played Breath of the Wild. I despise that game. I
You
think it is
do.
highly overrated.
Prince,
I really like the game. It it definitely could be better. It's got a good number of flaws. It's not a flawless game.
I would say the
But
only thing that is worth emulating from that game is world design. Virtually nothing else. Especially combat style. Combat was horrendously god awful and restrictive in that game.
Alright, the incentives to use different styles of weapon are almost non-existent. So, uh, the the system of like weapons breaking, terrible. Probably one of the
I agree with both those, as well as there's the fact that even within that system, you're extremely restricted.
the
Only
need to
one.
even use shields is kind of almost
Beware.
non-existent too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
What was I gonna say? So every single sword in the game has the say that you've got a one-handed sword. Every single one has the exact same frame data, to my knowledge, as well as the exact same swing arc.
you're right. Yes, unless outside of like the Yiga blades, yes.
There is one weapon that I found that had a unique charge move, and it was a two-handed sword. That was the only unique move to any weapon in the game besides the beam to the Master Sword. The Master Sword should have at least had some sort of uniqueness to it besides that garbage beam whenever you have full health. Which you virtually never need full health in that game because there's no reason to upgrade your health. Your stamina is the thing that matters the most because if you upgrade your health, enemies' health and damage just increases to scale with you.
No. It does not. Enemies' health and damage actually scales with the number of enemies you've beat and certain quests that are completed. There are world levels basically defined within the game, which is like accomplished by killing a certain number of this type of bokoblin, this type of moblin, this type of um
Is that what increases their weapon strength too?
it, so weapon
Because
strength.
I went specifically from in the exact same area. I had 3 hearts and enemies would not one shot kill me. To I came back to that weapon. I came back to that place after only getting a few more heart containers. I had like 7 or so, and I started to get uh, almost one shot by the exact same enemies. So my assumption was that they had just scaled them and gave them better weapons.
So
Because I
both
upgraded all my stamina containers before I upgraded heart.
both weapon spawn abilities and enemies are determined by world level, which is not determined by heart containers. It's the number of different types of enemies that you have killed, and then some other ones which are like Ganons that you've killed, like Windblight, Fireblight, and then actual Ganon. Like actual Ganon gives you like 40 points. I think there's like 140 points in total of world point levels that you can get, and it's like every 15 moves you up a level, which affects
Huh.
spawn rates of both
That's probably
enemies.
why. So I went and killed every single phase of Ganon with only 3 hearts at the
Well,
tower
right.
in a row.
Well,
Because that game is pitifully easy.
yeah, so you don't have to so like I know when I played through the game, as soon as I beat Ganon, um right where you spawn at the beginning of the game, the red bokoblins became silver bokoblins.
Yeah, the ones that have just like boosted health by a ton. They just
Alright,
become damage
that game
sponges.
has one of the stupidest master quest modes or hard
Beware.
difficulties.
I
Because
didn't purchase any of the
DLC.
DLC for it because the DLC would just be doing the exact same thing that I already done a fuck ton of times, just with even
Wait,
more
what-
health spongy enemies.
That's the thing. The Master Quest thing is it literally just basically causes they add an extra enemy difficulty level called which is like gold level. So rather than silver, there are now gold ones, which are just ones with even higher enemies. And you basically start on like a slightly higher world level than normal. But the problem is they didn't scale the weapons to the world levels now. And so basically you'll encounter regular enemies and you'll have to destroy every single one of your weapons to kill one of them.
Yeah, the
It's
combat in the game is really bad.
it's got a lot of problems. The dungeons aren't good either.
I think my favorite dungeon that I played was the one where you had to move 3 blocks that were all on top of each other. You just had to move the bottom one 15 meters to the left, and you completed the dungeon.
What?
It was like a one room. It was a one room structure. It was retarded.
My favorite one is there's one where you've got the little ball that falls down from the ceiling and you gotta move like you're supposed to balance your game controller to tilt the ball this way or that, but you can
Yeah,
just
those
turn
those
it
ones are pretty
upside
fun
down.
because you can. Yep, exactly.
Fundamental, the open world is the best part of the game, and actually that's kind of actually where it ends, really.
Yeah, that's why I say that the world design is the only thing worth replicating in that game.
Well, I wouldn't even say the weapons are that bad in the game, but they're not. The enemy variety doesn't provide a need for different weapon styles.
No, different weapon styles just don't matter that much. Like it doesn't affect the base way that you would go throughout the game if you were playing it the most efficient way possible, which is just simply learning to dodge things because every single weapon that is of the same class has the exact same frame data, whether or not or you. Therefore, the timing of the parry of the slowdown dodge is the exact same for. You literally have only 5 different timings, so you have to memorize. Actually, 6, 7, because of the fact I forgot about spears. So there's 6. Then there's one unique Lionel that has like this huge club. But because of the fact that they have a shockwave move, you literally cannot do the slow-mo timing. Because that window is also extremely weird on that weapon. I'd have to show you guys in depth to show what I'm talking about. But the
What
game
you're
is
talking about.
pitifully easy. Do you not know about the flurry dodge attack?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I
Okay.
meant with the Lionel, I know what you're talking about. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. But basically, since there's only 6 if you include that one unique Lionel weapon, that's the huge club. I believe there were only like 6 or 7 different weapon types in the game. You've got two-handed swords, spears, one-handed swords. What else was there? There are like clubs and maces, I want to
Boomerang.
say,
There's boomerangs, but they spawn so rarely they're not worth talking about.
as well as Boomerang's base attack animation is the exact same as the swords.
Fucking
Um,
boomers.
Yes.
So whenever I'm talking about the dodge timing, it's the exact same, as well as for the maces and what are the 3 different types of one-handed weapons? Is it just boomerangs, maces, and one-handed swords, or is there another one I'm missing in their plot?
Oh, I think that's it.
Yeah, so two of those dodge timings are the exact same. The mace dodge timing, to my knowledge, I could not find a difference in it for you to get the flurry rush. So you have 3 out of those 6 or 7 different types of weapons on how you dodge them for the flurry rush. So that's
My
literally
problem
like
is
half your weapon things right in one
it's
timing.
the framework for the spear when enemies have it. they have one where it's a forward jab, and then they have one where it's like a spinning overhead swing. And
Yeah, the spinning
the
overhead swing
anim
one is literally impossible to get the flurry thing, to my knowledge. I have never once been able to get it, and I am not bad at that game. I am very,
and
very good at it.
it's also garbage because it has like 90% of the same animation up until the last like frame as like a forward stab.
Yep.
So it's terrible. I
Yeah, it's
hate
very,
spear
very
enemies
poorly.
because they don't design they didn't design the animation for the spears correctly. For
Yeah,
people
they
to
didn't telegraph the attack. They didn't telegraph it.
yeah.
It's there are a ton of problems with the combat. I haven't even gone into the fact that bows are the most OP thing in that game ever. Even with just regular arrows. If you get a singular triple shot bow from a Lionel, you can just destroy a Lionel with only that, as long as you just get close and the slow down timing in the air and make sure to get headshots. It's ludicrously powerful.
Hey, that bow that does 70 damage and that's triple shotted.
Wait, there's a bow that does 70 in his triple? Is
I
that
don't
in the
know if
DLC?
I don't know about 70. I do have a version of the Hylidian shield that has a block damage protection of 138.
I don't know what that actually does because I would just always parry with the shield for the
Yeah, the only time I used
Guardians.
the only time I ever used shields to begin with was against Guardians.
Yeah.
Because I never needed to just not flurry rush dodge.
Yeah. Well, I guess Stuffy must have disconnected somewhat. But yeah, the Flurry Rush dodge was just so OP, but the Flurry Rush dodge had its own problems. If you started doing any amount of attacks in the Flurry Rush dodge, you could not move, even if you wanted to say stop attacking and then move a direction and stop, just like stop Flurry Rushing. Because you may be invincible to that enemy's attacks that you started to Flurry Rush on, but other enemies' attacks you aren't. So, like, say that you've got the sword, then you've got a 9-hit combo that you have to do, or you have to wait out the whole amount of while not attacking if you've started it whatsoever. It locks you in for the full amount of time that it takes, and your character will either just stand there and you're not allowed to move back even if you stop attacking, or you have to finish the 9-hit rush with the sword, or 4 hits with the double-handed sword, so on and so forth.
See, this
with
is
each weapon.
so. I mean, at this point, all right, they're doing Breath of the Wild 2, right? But they've taken what? It's been almost what 4 years now, 3 years.
Yep.
But to my knowledge, at least, I thought at first it was going to be like Majora's Mask. They reuse 80% of the assets. They revise like and place some new stuff for 20% on the game. Maybe add 6 enemies. And it still hasn't come out. So at this point, I expect either if they use the same open world, that there's gonna be like a whole other world at this point. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
would assume that they have to make something completely different. I really don't want them to revisit the Majora's Mask stuff because I really don't want them to ruin that story and that
No,
in
no, no. I'm not
Termina.
talking about revisited. I meant in the style of Majora's Mask, how it reused a crap ton of assets from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I was confused about what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope that they took the time to fix the game's weaknesses. That mainly being the combat. Um,
Like, I mean, I'll say at the very beginning when you haven't learned the combat, it's pretty fun. And
well, it's
then,
also because at the beginning you don't have any of the health spongy enemies, and you can do some of the more unique things in the game, such as like dropping metal plates on enemies, and it will actually do a significant amount of significant percentage of their health and damage. So you
it's the
had a
other
lot
thing.
more.
The fun of using your alternative tablet weapons disappears
Yes,
after
because if
the beginning.
I don't remember the exact numbers anymore, but I'm going to give numbers that I believe are close and are more generous than what I believe the numbers actually were. But I believe that No, I do remember the exact numbers. A bomb does 24 damage. How much health? Plot, do you remember exactly how much health a silver Lizalfo has?
It's like over 300.
I believe it was actually 1,100, or maybe that's the Moblins, the silver Moblins. But they have a ridiculous amount of health, so using bombs is not a viable way to kill them whatsoever. As well as any other form of, say, like dropping stones and stuff like that on them does nearly the same damage as bombs, if not only double, which is still nothing compared to like the 1,000 health that some of the silver enemies do have.
Once you reach silver enemies, unless you're using high level weapons, they just become stupid. I hate silver enemies by the end of the game
Yeah.
because they run through like 3 of my weapons, end game weapons, and so you get Master
Yep.
Quest mode through the DLC,
5,
and they throw you
4,
at silver enemies
3,
at the beginning of the
2,
game, and you're like,
1.
well, this is just dumb. The only way to beat them is you toss them in the water where they disintegrate.
The difficulty that they added in the Master Quest, from what you're saying, it seems to be they just added more health to enemies and made you do less damage, which is the worst way to make something more difficult. It is the
Yeah.
cheapest way.
But that's what they did, and it's stupid as crap. No,
The
it's
only reason to do that is to counteract the higher damage you have on your
Right.
weapons as is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. So it's your weapons. No, you don't do less damage. They gave the enemies more health, but they also gave them regenerative health. If you
What?
They
take
regen 2? That's retarded.
if you take
That's
too
legit
long,
cancer.
if you don't hit them for more than 30 seconds, they start regenerating health.
That's
That's
legit retarded. That's awful.
Which is terrible. It's one of the worst difficulty modes I've ever seen.
Man, that's like Skyrim difficulty mode.
It's worse.
Nintendo just needs to go back to making solid games like Super Smash Bros.
The newest
Melee
Super
was
Smash,
pretty broken, dude.
the newest Super
Yes,
Smash,
the fact how broken it was what made it a masterpiece.
the newest Super Smash Bros is just fine. All right.
I'll
It's
tell
alright.
you, the best Super
No,
Smash Brothers
No, if you
Melee.
want real examples of just trash games coming out of Nintendo, the newest Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're still recycling the exact same formula.
No,
Except now
that's
the
all they
Pokemon
have
look
to
bigger.
do in order to make Pokemon good. Is make a small innovation. Whenever they try to do something major, they fuck it up. And that's the problem.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard no end to the sheer number of just horribly inefficient design stuff with the most recent Pokemon Sword and Shield
Yeah.
games. People are showing that this game runs like absolute
Ass.
garbage for no good reason other than no one bothered to clean up the code well enough to run on
Yeah,
the
to
system.
optimize the game.
You've got Doom Eternal that runs 60 hertz on this, and Pokemon can barely handle a N64 detail level open world ish without every 20 feet you have crappy poppin' trees.
I haven't played Doom Eternal yet, but I played Doom 2016 on an Xbox One, and that game ran phenomenally, which was very surprising.
Yeah, because usually stuff doesn't run that well on an Xbox One.
Yeah, that was a few years ago. Luckily, I've joined the PC master race. I started playing games on a PC, and I was like, wow, I'm not going back to a console. I've always had a soft spot for most of the Zelda games because I played a lot of them whenever I was growing up. But I was kind of really disillusioned with Breath of the Wild. Really did not enjoy that game. The more I played it, the more and more bored I got. And I'll be honest,
Yeah.
most of the combat in a lot of the Zelda games has always been kind of lackluster. Zelda isn't exactly known for its action. It's mostly known for its puzzles. And the longest that I ever got stuck on a puzzle in that game was the first Divine Beast that I started to go through because I didn't realize that you had to go into your menu and that allowed you to move a part of the Divine Beast, which allowed you to puzzles and stuff. I guess I just missed the tutorial for it. From there, it was a straight shot to it.
Oh, okay, there we go. My mic wasn't working.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. What I was going to say earlier, it's kind of unfair for me to compare the Pokemon dev team to that of the Doom Eternal or the Doom dev team, because apparently that dev team is like absolute masters at optimization.
I can believe it.
Yeah,
Well,
I can believe
one,
that.
they programmed it in Vulkan, which is like a version of OpenGL, like an open source program language that was designed that no one uses because it's too difficult for most people to use, but allows like way better control of your graphics card and memory allocation on your RAM and CPU than DirectX or OpenGL, which are the other two main programs that people develop in. So they, because all right, so most games are made inside game engines, mostly Unreal or Unity. Unity outputs it in C sharp and then calls DirectX stuff, and then Unreal is written in C++ and it calls out stuff in DirectX or OpenGL depending on how you export your game. And then there's Vulkan, which came about like 7 years ago, and almost no one uses because they need to build their own engine for. But it's was basically designed for complete programming artists who want stuff to be optimized to hell and back. And that's what the people at Doom decided to make their game in. Which is why when people talk about video games that can run at 8K, Doom's like the only one that they list.
Yeah.
I actually have a question for you, Plot, because you'd probably know a little bit more about this than me, since I'm also pretty new to computers and stuff. But I've heard from some people that whenever games have like uncapped frame rates, it can actually cause problems eventually if somebody has like too high of an FPS on the game. Is that true?
It depends on. I- I'm I'm not an expert in this area either, but I know a bit, and I kind of it's more about what do you mean by it can cause problems. So I've heard that it can actually, if you have varied rate inside uncapped frames per second, it can cause screen tearing in weird ways. Um, and another way it can sometimes cause problems if the game developer was really, really stupid and terrible at their job is that they may have assigned some of the timing systems in the game to be based off of the frames that have passed,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Like
that's
in-game speed is tied to frames, which is what a lot
yeah,
of Bethesda games have done, which
which
is
is
why they
really
can't uncap the frame rate.
there's like 3 or 4 different ways to handle like time-based events, and probably the best way is to have it thread bound, where you have the use of different items are allocated to a separate CPU that the game uh, queues for time systems before it draws a frame or does any logic. The other way is that at the beginning of each like cycle through a frame draw, it checks what the time is. That's the time that's passed according to the CPU. This is okay to do, but say it takes a long time for it to draw that frame, and the time that's passed between when it checked at the beginning and when it's checked at the frame draw time was enough to where you should have been able to use a weapon or an item in the game for like a weapon cooldown system, right?
Yeah, I
Then
think I'm following you.
yeah, so let's say you have a weapon cooldown system that after you use it, it takes 0.8 seconds to run. All right, and let's say this is a slow-ish game from like the old days where computers weren't as fast, and it can do a frame or something every 0.3 seconds, right? So you use the item, you wait point 0.2, you 2 frames pass, 0.6 seconds have passed. Um, Theoretically, the next you should be able to use the weapon in 0.2 seconds from now, but because it's going to take a while for the next when it does the next frame, this next frame draw, it's going to do it at 0.9 seconds. Actually, it's worse. You it it's going to check at the end of the first 2 frames and say only 0.2 seconds have passed, so you can't use the weapon this. By the time the frame is drawn, 9.9 seconds has passed. Then it goes to start the next 4th frame. 0.9 seconds has passed. It says, all right, you can use it, but now it's not until 1.2 seconds have passed before you can actually use the item because the implementation isn't seen until the end of the frame.
I think I followed. I think I understand what
It's
what
like
you were saying there.
it's a problem with discrete intervals
Yeah.
and mismatching. And so then if it's tied to frame draws, then eventually, if you move up to a higher spec PC, um, you will be able to use items much sooner because you're iterating through the frame draws faster. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, of course, this is also applies to sometimes like game physics, where games there's a lot of shenanigans. Try to predict where an item will be in the next frame draw and then determine the physics based off of the current one compared to the next one, but then the CPU won't run as fast that next iteration through the loop. And so now it's wrong, and now you get some weird quirky physics stuff going on where stuff happens but it really shouldn't have. And then there's like synchronization things between your monitor when you drop from like 144 hertz down to like 110 because some more heavy duty processing stuff. So now you get screen tearing. And most of this is stuff I'm not a game developer, all right?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I've just been
I am done with my raid, and I think I'm done with it. Agent.
I've just been reading through a textbook called Game Engine Design for the past few months, all right? So
Yeah.
Are you
Alright.
saying you're not autistic enough for this conversation?
Like,
maybe two
if I
maybe two
wanted to
authors.
go do game design, I'd hop on my other computer and start doing it.
No, if I wanted to be a game designer, I'd sell my soul, learn C sharp, and just learn to use Unity like a.
Like a slut.
Wait, watch this not using C++?
Yeah, that's right. I would use some garbage language with a its own garbage collector, like I said, garbage language has a garbage collector.
Alright.
Slutty garbage collector.
Alright, well, I'll see you later.
I'd run code that I don't know what it does, and then cross my fingers that everything works while I pray to the almighty
See you, unknown. Have a good night.
um
Ugh, so I'm gonna end it. Goodbye.